What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Games Talk Live. Of course, it's going to be another, I would say great episode, but it's kind of a lot of negative stuff going on in the gaming space. And are we dead yet? Is it dead yet? Not quite, but we're going to get into a bunch of topics today. Of course, with me, as always, is Hargeet. Hargeet, welcome, my friend. What have you been up to? What have you been doing this week? What have you been playing?
So we had a little bit of fun with the family. A death in the family on Friday, so we had to deal with that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear, brother.
So that was part of what happened in the week, and then all I've been doing is kind of like dealing with that, and then playing a little bit of Dragon Age Veilguard, which it's pretty good. I don't mind the story so far. It's pretty good. So I've been playing that and working. But that's basically it. So
nice. Well, that's good to hear. And this week we have a special guest, my friendly fire co-host, one of them anyway, Zocker87. Zocker, welcome, my friend. What have you been up to? What have you been playing? Besides phone tag with me and calling each other about all this crazy stuff that's happening we've been talking about for the last few days.
Bro, I call you and like one other person when my baby is asleep. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I'll get her to sleep, and for some reason my voice just like soothes her and she just sleeps. And so I'm like, cool. So I'll call somebody and just talk to them. You're one of those people. So that's what I've been up to, is just raising a baby, and it's been awesome. Probably the best thing I've ever done in my life. And then playing 007, actually. I bought it on Play Anywhere. So I've just been going through that, trying to play it a little bit. Surprisingly high quality game. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it's actually really well done. So been doing that and making a shit ton of videos, because that's what I do.
Yeah, you and I both.
Now. Yeah, you and
I both are making videos now. Yeah, I'm actually making content for the channel, people. You can expect more content coming from me at a more, frequent cadence. I've got videos I want to put out. I want to put out at least 2 videos a week, as well as my podcast here. And then, of course, we've got Friendly Fire over on the Septic Sauce channel that we'll be doing on Saturdays. But yeah, I don't want to squander my channel anymore. I've been just sitting on it forever, and people are like, why aren't you making content, Fonz? Why aren't you making more? And
we've been literally telling you that for like 7 years, bro. That irritates me.
Yeah, finally Zocker hit me. Zocker took a sock and he put a bunch of fucking quarters in it, and he just hit me over the head with it a few times, and now I'm here.
Smacked the shit out of him. Now he's making content, so it's looking good.
Yep. And by the way, I want to get to this really quick before, because it's not even on the screen, but when I was setting up the show today, shout out to Mad Will. Mad Will sent a 5, and he said, $5, make you holla. And thank you, Mad Will. I appreciate you. Also, thank you to Lotus Esprit for the membership for 3 months. Appreciate that. I know a couple of weeks ago I talked about the dollar memberships and how they were live and they weren't. Well, it was a whole freaking mistake thing with YouTube, and it was bad. But anyways, they're up now. So if anybody wants to support the channel, I would appreciate that. You don't have to, of course. And all you have to do is just come and hang out and have fun. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and get to our first topic, because today, IO Interactive, speaking of the 007 developers there, they have announced that they've laid off people today, because they revealed that they had a partnership with a certain entity out there, a company that was funding their game. It was a project that was unannounced. And, it was called Project Fantasy. And this
First it was called Project Dragon, if you remember, back in 2022.
Yeah, Project Dragon was the original. I remember Jez talking about that long time ago. So apparently the cat's out of the bag. Jason Schreier's already reported on it. And so, when he does, it's legit. Xbox was that partner. They pulled out of this project, and I heard some good things behind the scenes about it. There were some rumblings anyway, and Microsoft decided to pull the funding, and they are not canceling the game, but they're looking for another perspective funder, I guess, somebody to collaborate with on this game to publish it. So here we are. Layoffs already starting. IO Interactive. I'll go to you, Hargeet. How do you feel about this? Project Fantasy no longer going to be published by Microsoft.
Look, just get used.
That was so clear.
That was so clear. That was
that's
clean.
there's just expect that for the whole episode. Yeah, I mean, look, they're gonna try to find some way to fund it, but look, who's gonna fund? Like, everybody is cutting. Everybody's like, the biggest problem is like the hardware is just destroying all the platforms because of the stupid prices. So they have no extra money at all, and they basically run out of any excess funds they had because they've been subsidizing as much as they can, and now like it's just killing everything. So who? Am I going to see EA come and do that? Didn't they just get bought out? Ubisoft? Oh, yeah, they look great. Who? Embracer Group? Give me a break. Like, who's going to come and do this? Capcom?
Well,
like, really?
PlayStation, maybe PlayStation.
PlayStation's dying, dude.
Man.
Everybody's in trouble. Everybody's in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, they just laid off like 400 people, and more is coming. Who's gonna do it? It's just not like guarantee me that it's gonna cost less and it's gonna actually come out, and we're just in a different world now. Nobody wants to even deal with these games anymore because it's too much money. That game was something we heard about years and years and years ago, so they must have been putting money into it for what, 4 or 5 years at least.
Yeah, no, it's true. Soccer, what do you think about this situation? Like, I mean, Hargeet's pretty much summed it up.
So,
who the hell is going to fund this?
It's not even about who's going to fund it, because quite honestly, I think that IO Interactive is going to make a lot of money off of 007. I think that it sold like 3 million units in like 24 hours or something like that. It was the best-selling game in May. It was the best-selling game in May. It beat Forza Horizon, which is actually kind of surprising to me. I thought it was going to be Forza Horizon #1, Batman Lego #2, and then 007, but instead you put 007 at the top. So they have a lot of money that they can pretty much do whatever they want if they wanted to. I just don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to put more money into 007 because it's so successful. As for who's going to fund it, I'm not even looking at it as that perspective. I always thought that game was, I honestly thought it was gone. Because we haven't heard anything from it since 2022. It was like Project Dragon, and then it just went off. Like, it left like I left YouTube. It just was gone. Nobody talked about it for a long time. The way I look at it is that this is Xbox trying to kind of right the ship of becoming profitable. And if you notice that IO Interactive, when they were talking about it on their Twitter, where they put the post up, they were like, we own this IP. Xbox is like, why are we investing in this if we don't own the IP? Why are we putting money towards this? Because something that Asha and a lot of the people at Microsoft talk about is becoming the biggest entertainment product in the world, basically. And you don't do that by not owning the IP that you're bringing out into your forms of media. And she's not talking about just games, right? She's talking about making shows, whatever it is. And if you don't own that product, you're not gonna become a big entertainment entity. And so they're getting rid of all of that stuff. They've canceled that game. They're canceling a bunch of other stuff. But that IO Interactive one kind of gets me sad because I was looking forward to it.
Do you think that that they would have possibly put that into Game Pass if they had published it?
100%. That's the whole point of it. Yeah. It was 100% to go into Game Pass. I mean, if this was funded in 2022, that was the strategy moving forward at Xbox was we're getting as much content as we want to put into Game Pass. I think personally, I love Game Pass, but I do think they overspent and got way too much stuff to the point where it's like, how many games do you have on there? And that's going to come later, right? Because first the rumor was, when you look at this IO Interactive thing, was Xbox is pausing all third-party partnerships for Game Pass. That would be IO Interactive, right? That's a third-party partnership. But it's like, no, they're not pausing it. They're just reevaluating all their third-party partnerships because those cost a lot of money to make. And then you don't own the IP. So I think it's more of they saw that, like, if you look at like the showcase, right? Like that showcase had how many games for the next 12 months? Who is playing that many games? I'm just saying, like, I have a job and a kid now. Like, it's like, who is playing 3 to 4 big games a month? And I think they kind of realize that it's become like they're battling themselves and like release schedule themselves, and they're just trimming the fat. And it's not even making an excuse. It's just like Hargeet said, it's fucking rough right now in the games industry, and it's rough in the tech industry, and it's rough everywhere. The layoffs that are coming next week for Microsoft are going to shock people. It's not just Xbox, it's Microsoft. So
yeah,
cutting a third-party thing that you don't have to lay off anybody, that's an easy cut for them. They're like, bye.
It's not even just Microsoft. You're going to see cuts everywhere. You're going to see cuts at places. I mean, look at Bungie. Bungie's already had a lot of cuts. We talked a bit about that last week, Hargeet, and you were saying that you think Bungie is going to go to the way of the dodo bird. It's going to be gone soon. And I could see it, with the dwindling numbers in Marathon. So right now the industry is it's fucking cooked. I want to give a shout out to BT Maverick. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That's so awesome of you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You've always been a great supporter of the channel and a great supporter of me, because this man in LA supplied me with Coke Zeros. I appreciate you. He would just like, here's a Coke Zero. Here's a Coke Zero. He would just bring in this freaking cooler. Oh, amazing. Great friend. Appreciate you. Because they charge like freaking $7 or something like that at the bar for a Coke Zero.
One in.
Yeah. Fucking insane.
And
but no, go ahead,
Fonz.
I was going to say, to get into your points about all this, I mean, this bleeds into one of the bigger topics we have here as well, about the multiple industry sources that are claiming that Xbox has paused third-party Game Pass deals. Now, Jason Schreier has come out and said that basically, so the original rumor about this stuff came from Fernando Rizzo. He was a co-host for a podcast called Business of Video Games Podcast, which he did with Arrowhead CEO, Shams Georgiani. I don't know how you say that name. I could be butchering it, but they said that after speaking with multiple developers at the first Playable trade show in Florence, Italy, he heard that Game Pass deals were in advanced negotiations and stuff, and they were put on hold. So he kind of came out and said he thinks that they're freezing a lot of these smaller games going into Game Pass, or games in general coming from third parties. And Jason Schreier had come out and said something like he hadn't heard that exactly, but although there could be some sort of freeze happening with the reevaluation. I mean, look at what happened with IO Interactive today, but it's more along the lines of getting rid of what do you call it? It's on the tip of my tongue. They what is it? The third party
partnerships?
No, I had it. I lost it. Anyways, help me out, Chad, if you can help me with this. Zucker, I said it to you earlier. It wasn't just the deals. It was the people that were dealing with those deals through Microsoft.
Oh, Xbox Game Studios, like the people that were.
It was
doing
a middleman. There was like a middleman.
What
was it?
Access. What was it called? It was something. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
The PR team.
They got rid of those people.
Yeah.
That were connected to those deals, and that's why some of these might be frozen. But it doesn't mean like, oh, they're getting rid of all third-party studios into Game Pass. That's not what it means. All the deals that are already done. Yes. Assembly. That's it. Sorry. People, I had a brain fart. I'm 50. I'll be 51 soon. It happens. Anyways, but the third-party deals aren't all on hold. There's games that are still going. All the games that we've heard that are third-party going into there that they've shown and everything, they'll all be there. Like, people were running around acting like they were all going to be gone, right? I see your face, Zucker. Why did you make that face? Why did you make that face?
We don't know, man. At this point, nothing is safe. Let's just be quite.
Oh,
Let's just be
yeah.
quite honest. Nothing is safe, and I've said this multiple times. And it's even the game show, right? If you remember, I said they showed only 12 months because this isn't her show. This is still Phil and Sarah's show. She did a little bit of tweaking here and there, Gears being. I mean, they had a graph come up of Gears of War E-Day with a PS5 logo on it. They made it exclusive. They pulled it the fuck off. There's rumors that they pulled Halo off, right? Like off the PlayStation show. They did what they could, but I've always said that the next year's show is going to be what Osh is trying to do. And I've always said right when that show was over, it was just to build goodwill because it's about to get fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
And they're going to do what they need to do to trim the fat. And you said like all those games that they had that are partnership are still going to launch. I have no idea if they are, to be quite honest.
Well, it's not like they're not stopping it right now that we know of. You're right, though. Right now, they are reevaluating everything, and anything can happen. Yes, you're right. But even Jason Schreier's not doubling down on this rumor, saying, yeah, it's happening for sure. Okay. And until we get more confirmation on stuff, I don't want to just run with a rumor because that's not how we operate, because I don't want to put that FUD out there if it's just that. But at the end of the day, like, look, there's a lot of stuff.
Fire, man.
Yes, and there's a lot of stuff going on right now, both third party and first party. I mean, gosh, we saw a show, like you said earlier, that showcase. I loved it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. But now that we know that, like what they did with Senua, and they just had that out there as like a selling point for the development studio for Ninja Theory to try to sell them off.
That might be the same thing for Undead Labs.
It might be. Yes, exactly.
I literally
or other games
or all their games. It's
Hargy, can we trust anything in that showcase?
No.
Hargy,
we can trust one thing. We can trust one thing. They did give me the email that says I'm going to get an Xbox.
That's all you. That's all you can trust, dude. That's all you can trust. You selfish fuck.
Yeah. Fan badge. Getting an Xbox. That's right. We're getting an $800 Xbox.
Hey,
but are we getting games to play on that Xbox?
Because those two exclusive studios will be closed, so we won't get any exclusives.
Jeez.
Can I guarantee any of that? So, not like, come on. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. I'm not surprised. Like, I would totally not be surprised next year if In Exile, Obsidian also gone. Like I've been saying, I think they're going to be down to like a handful of studios. It's going to be Blizzard, Activision's like Call of Duty, whatever studios, and then it's going to be Bethesda. Everything else Bethesda will be gone except for the one making the online stuff. And then it'll be Coalition, maybe Halo Studios. I don't know. Mojang and Playground. Everything else, I don't know.
Yeah. The State of Decay thing is really interesting because this came from GamesBeat. They reported yesterday that State of Decay 3, the developer Undead Labs, it might not come out. And Jez, Jez was out there really talking about it.
I'd say it's not coming out. I don't think it's coming out. I think it's gone. I think they're going to shut it down next week. It's going to be gone.
Yeah, they're talking about shutting down the whole studio, not just the game, guys.
Yeah,
the studio.
Gone.
And
No Blade gone.
I personally know some people playing the alpha right now.
Great again behind you is wild while you're saying all this.
I love it.
and they're saying, and the people that I know that are playing the alpha say it's fantastic. Say that they've added so much more to this game than 2, and that it's really
it's
fun.
not like it matters how good the game is. People don't play good games; they play whatever is big.
Let's be fucking real.
It is.
They did play. There was a lot of engagement with 2. Hargy.
Right.
There was a lot of engagement.
Everybody's gonna clip this, and I'm gonna sound like a fucking fanboy. State of Decay 2 came out in 2018. It's literally going to be 9 years before they release a game. All the studios that they're shutting down right now, like Arcane has not brought out a banger in a long time. And it takes them a while to make a game. Undead Labs has 9 years because 2027 is the release date. Not this year. It's 2027. 9 years. Plus they had leadership issues. They changed shit. Once they got bought, it was fucked. Compulsion Games brought out South of Midnight, which I personally thought it was pretty decent. I enjoyed that game. But again, it took too long for it to come out. But nobody played it and nobody cared. All of these other studios, like Ninja fucking Theory, took 6-7 years to make a 5-hour game. I'm just saying, like, I get it. I get that it sucks. And I get people watched Greg Miller. And I get people watched all these people that want these creatives to make shit. And everybody was like, sell your fucking Xbox sucks. It's like, you were saying Xbox sucked before. So who gives a shit anymore? So at that point, if you're going to keep saying that, no one cares. Xbox is like, fuck it. You're going to hate us anyways, even when we make games or bring out games that nobody fucking plays. Then it's over. So they're like, get rid of everything. It's costing money. It's costing too much money. We're going to trim the fat.
I think I've seen a lot of, you know what, the discourse surrounding all this stuff and some of these studios closing because of the situation at hand. There's a lot of people that are talking sensible about it and kind of understanding why some of these studios are closing, which we do as well. I mean, we can't lie. I mean, if they're not making money, what are they there for? And I understand that Phil had this thing where he brought these Phil brought these smaller, companies in to build games just for Game Pass, telling them it's not about profitability. It's about you making games for Game Pass.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And he said that he brought the plan by what Jason Schreier literally said, which if he's saying it, it's true. He said multiple of those studios that they bought and purchased, they were told, we don't care if you make money, go become Game of the Year contenders. That was Double Fine. That was all those other studios. And they released shitty games. I don't care what people say. They were not Game of the Year.
Psychonauts 2 was a Game of the Year nominee.
It was really good.
Didn't win.
But it did well. It was successful.
I mean, listen, I don't know about successful sales-wise. Like,
it was.
Psychonauts is not a game that I'm like, listen, State of Decay 2 and Psycho, those aren't games that I was like racing to Xbox to play. It just wasn't in the cards for me. So I'm not going to be sad about it.
Psychonauts 2 is great.
I played it. I thought it was okay.
But this is my problem. People don't play the games. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good they are. It doesn't matter. Like freaking Game of the Year Astrobot. How many people bought that?
Like 2 million?
Yeah. Why is that okay? When that's Game of the Year, it did not sell on 100 million freaking consoles. Then nobody buys them. That's the problem.
Who did
they
it
don't
beat?
Support the games.
I don't think that game should have won Game of the Year. Who did it beat?
You can go like I think it was Final Fantasy, Metaphor, Refantasia, things like that. There were a whole bunch of other games, but it doesn't matter. It won. It won Game of the Year and still didn't sell. People don't play the games. They just don't because everybody's playing freaking Fortnite. That's what's happening. It is the world. I don't know what Psychonauts 2 did. South of Midnight won Canadian Game of the Year. It had like the what you call it, the actor award, right? She won the actor award for Hellblade. So look, they did put out games that had some recognition, right? It's not like they were absolute garbage. They had some recognition, but now we have a different regime. You said it. They bought these studios to fill Game Pass. That was the point. It was to give Game Pass enough content to make it compelling.
Yep.
So you stay subscribed. But that's it, right? So that whole thing is dead now. This is the erase fill now.
Here's the problem with that, though, Hargeet. Here's the problem with that, Hargeet. And some people don't like that I do this, but I equate this to an album, like a song album. Those games are just filler.
By the way, Astrobot's at 5 million sold almost.
Good for it. That's awesome.
So those games are just fillers, like an album has, right? But those fillers don't equate to bringing people into the platform. They don't equate to people buying those albums. So that is the problem with it as a bit from the business standpoint.
But again, it was to keep people subscribed to Game Pass.
But
that was the point, right?
I guess even Netflix ran into this problem. When you don't bring out good content, people are going to leave, and so that's
you
why
have to have good anchors as well, right?
Yeah,
you
but-
have to have anchor games, and then you have to have
and
fillers,
their
right?
anchor games weren't hitting. Also, like
That's the
so,
problem.
By the way, Astrobot
Avowed was an anchor game. Avowed was
fucking
supposed to be a big
amazing
game.
Avowed is
But here's the
amazing.
thing: it didn't sell,
And again,
and it didn't
nobody bought
bring
it.
people to the platform.
You know why?
That's the
It
thing.
even went to PlayStation, right?
Do you know why they're so stupid? Because right when Avowed released, they were like, "Here's Oblivion remake." How dumb are you? Like that to me is the dumbest fucking thing. And Oblivion sold very well. It's like, yeah, Avowed was compete. Like it's in the same realm of Oblivion. Like what
They
are you
did the same
fucking
thing with
doing?
Outer Worlds and Ninja Gaiden, right? They came out within weeks of each other. Same thing.
And just so everybody knows, Astrobot beat Black Myth Wukong, which is the biggest horseshit I've ever seen. Black Myth is a banger game. That is game of the year. It did not have competition. Astrobot did not beat.
It had a lot of problems. Wukong had a lot of problems in that game when it came out.
Yeah, that's fine. But I played it and
it fell apart at the very end too. Like it wasn't perfect. I liked it a lot, and I thought it was a great first outing for that Game Science or whatever they were called. Anyways, I'm looking forward to their next game. But yeah,
25 million copies.
I
30
understood
million.
why it lost.
Obsidian is definitely on the chopping block. I don't know why people think it wouldn't be. Their games.
The reason
don't
why
sell.
I don't think Obsidian is because Grounded makes money and they've delivered games. So
Yeah.
if you look at the people,
games that don't do anything.
well, no. If you look at the people that they're chopping, it's been because they just don't. They released one game. Obsidian has released like 3-4 games this gen alone. So
I
so
think
has Double Fine.
Hargeet,
Double
you're
Fine,
half right.
bro. They're
You're half
releasing
right, Hargeet.
small fucking games.
No,
compared.
Hargeet's half right. They're going to get rid of some of the people within the studio, but the whole studio is not going to close.
I don't think they're gonna have enough to make 3 games. I think they're gonna be like, you have the Grounded team, and then you have another team to go make Fallout New Vegas 2. That's it. Here's your team, and Obsidian's gonna be like, cool, we'll take it, and then you can work on Avowed, but like maybe Avowed 2 if they want to. Like
So
that's
do you
about
think
it.
In Exile's coming out?
I mean, they
In Exile, you think
really
they're gonna
thought.
make the Clockwork?
I think In
Is it gonna actually come
Exile,
out?
unless that show, like, because the 2 games they really focused on was the In Exile game and Gears of War. Those 2.
I
were
don't
like,
trust
we are
anything.
making-
I don't care. I don't trust
Oh,
anything.
I don't trust it either. I don't know if it's coming out.
I don't trust anything.
I don't trust anything either. But I think that
That's
Gears
all this
is-
podcast is. I don't trust them. No, you don't. I don't. You don't. Yeah, bro. None of us trust them completely. But how can you blame us, man? After that showcase, and then to add insult to injury, Hargeet, they add the price hike to the freaking consoles right before they announced GTA 6.
Right after, I think it was like right after they
Oh
did
my
the
God!
GTA.
Right after the pre-orders. No, it was before the pre-orders. It was right before the pre-orders, though. And
Was it?
it
don't
was like the day. It might have been the day of it, but it was right.
Yeah.
I think it was the day before. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Green
just
went
all
black.
kinds of rakes being stepped on. Next week, we're hearing thousands of fucking employees being laid off.
At Microsoft. I don't
Thousands.
know about like at Xbox.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thousands.
you don't think
Yeah,
like my
Microsoft.
number in my head for Xbox, like just the gaming division, I guess, so to speak. I'm like, dude, you're looking at like 4,000 to 6,000 people getting like just chopped from gaming. That's what I think. Because there's going to be some studios within Call of Duty that I think are going to get taken out because their Call of Duties didn't sell as well, and they're just not as talented as Infinity Ward or other studios. Yeah, I just
Which
see
one?
Who made the latest one?
Well, Black Ops 6 was one of their top-selling Call of Duties of all time.
So
Well, I'm talking about 7.
7's the same studio. But 7 was just like a content grab. It was let's just freaking. Or
I know.
fast grab. It was-
I just feel like they're gonna trim the fat everywhere they go. They're
I
gonna
think
look and
that's
be a very.
Treyarch, right? Is that the one who does the Black Ops
think it's-
series?
Or is it Sledgehammer?
I want to address something really quick because Holly in the chat's like yelling. They gave over a month for people to get one. Look, the problem is the trust is gone from Xbox after the whole reset thing that was announced. It already hurt people's trust. Now they're saying they're going to up the price of the console. a lot of people are thinking to themselves, why am I going to buy an Xbox? They might not be around, you know, in a year or two, you know, that's their thought process anyway. They're like, they're not going to support their consoles in the future because they're going to go away. A lot of them think that way, and they're not going to buy them. A lot of these people are going to say, screw it, I'm going to buy a PlayStation instead. Because what if people are waiting to buy until right before the game drops, and you know, they're buying PlayStations and you're on an Xbox and some of your friends buy PlayStations and you can't play with them and all that nonsense.
Gaz,
so anyways,
by the way, hey Gaz, he said it's like friendly fire, but you replaced me with another brown guy. Yeah, and he makes more videos than you do, bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about the trust thing. It's about Xbox. A lot of people not trusting Xbox right now. Unfortunately, this is what it comes down to. And I don't know how you can, like, as a consumer, if I hear, oh, they're going to be raising prices to this level, and I see what kind of sales they get now with consoles, I won't be too excited to buy one. Unless it was going the other way.
Sales in May. Like, both PlayStation and Xbox had horrific, like, historically bad sales of consoles, and they're like, by the way, fuck you. Wait till August 1st. Like, that's what they did.
Yep.
And and I hate the artificial hike of it, of Xbox going like, these hardware prices are insane. Go down the hall, talk to Satya. That's who's doing it. Go talk to him. Go talk to the fucking people doing it. They're the ones doing it. Like, it's I'm not buying your bullshit.
What's worse to me is, like, okay, it's Microsoft, right? They buy billions upon billions upon billions of dollars of hardware every freaking year. They have contracts with all these manufacturers of CPUs, memory. Why the hell aren't they leveraging that?
They are,
dude. No,
for AI. For AI, they're not leveraging it for gaming.
For Xbox, for Surface.
Nope, like, dude, not profitable.
I'm spending $30 billion with you. I expect the price for that to stay where it was. You're gonna sell me that, or I'm taking my business over to somebody else. Do you want it or not? Who's walking away from $30 billion? And they just don't. They don't do the thing they should do. And, like, it's totally fair to blame Microsoft, since they're the ones who F the entire industry along with others, but they started this shit. And they're the ones making the prices for everything go crazy. And then, like, on the flip side, let's screw the consumer. Like, no, use your clout and make sure that doesn't happen. I don't understand why that shouldn't happen.
So
I just don't understand how they couldn't have just waited, like, even 3 months for, you know, just ate the fucking loss on the consoles. Another 3 fucking months.
PlayStation did it already in April, right? So they did theirs in
but with the Pro, but the PlayStation 5 is now cheaper as of August 1st. It'll be cheaper.
Are they? I mean, I think they're similar.
No. It'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper for a PlayStation 5.
Because, like, let's be real. The reason why they're not doing it is because Satya doesn't see gaming as profitable. He sees AI as profitable. So the gaming's not going to get the hardware budget that they used to have. The plan's the plan until it's not the plan, right? And so, bam, they're going to get fucking hit because they all want to put all their money towards AI.
They don't need to do that, though. They just need to get the components at the right price.
Yeah.
Which they have the market leverage to do.
Yeah, anyway. And they're using that leverage for AI.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do it. And just so, Holly, you said Xbox needs to fix their leaks. These aren't leaks. Asha's a master manipulator. This is all controlled, trickle information. So when it does happen next week, it is not that big of a hit to their brand.
Holly,
by the way,
Asha literally calls content creators to let them know bad stuff is coming purposely.
Yeah, we know they reach out to content creators.
So did the previous folks, by the way.
Yeah,
it's all the same. They've all been control leaking all this stuff.
Yeah, this isn't something that's like, oh, Jez or Jason Schreier got no. They're being told this because they want this to be controlled chaos. And that's what it's going to cause in a week when these layoffs come out. And it's and honestly, I put
over under 5 to 10. How many studios die?
Let's fucking go, bro. What are we betting? What are we betting in Ouya? Let's do it.
Ouya. Yeah.
No, I just
Shit, can't bet anything else anymore. It's too
I put out a
expensive.
fucking poll on my channel. Like I'm doing posts now on my channel, and it's actually pretty nice. People communicate there a lot. I was like, enough of the negativity. What games are you looking forward to the most? And I put like 4 games that I'm looking forward to, and people voted on it because I just want to talk about games. But every fucking day, it's like Blade. We didn't even talk about Blade. We didn't even talk about Blade yet.
Blade's dead.
Blade's dead too, apparently.
Yeah, we talked about that last week about how it wasn't dead. So
Yeah,
has
Todd
it been
Howard
confirmed?
came out and was like, "Yo, we're looking good." Yeah,
Is
no,
it
you're not.
confirmed?
Pretty much, because Arcane
Ooh.
has not been very profitable at all.
You're gonna
Has it
hurt
ever
Holly's
been?
feelings because that's her favorite development studio.
Arcane?
I warned about this, didn't I?
Yeah.
Arcane's gone. If people think id and Machine Games, they're gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know.
If they touch id,
Yeah,
I will revolt.
bro.
If
I don't
Machine Games
Bro.
with Indiana Jones was amazing.
We talked about this, Zucker. Halo Studios could be gone. Halo Studios could be gone.
Halo
I had an
Studios should
idea.
be
I
gone.
told Fonz this
But-
idea. I said that Halo Studios hasn't really produced anything because they fucking suck. I honestly think that if you shut down Halo Studios, just go to id and be like, here's Halo. You can still make Doom, but here's
Mhm.
Halo. Make Halo. Here, you'll have 5
Yes.
years. There you go. Go handle it. If they did that, I'd
Well,
be like,
I don't
that's a
think
W.
they have the insight to do that. I'm sorry, but I just don't think they have the insight to do that. You
Neither
could do
do
that with
I.
any of these studios. They're going to close them down instead of having them work on IPs they want them to work on. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're just cutting. That's it. It's cutting. It's cutting season.
It's just they're gonna look at the profits and they're gonna just cut across the board.
Yep.
Okay, you're not profitable. You're not profitable.
Damn, Boba
You're not
Fett
profitable.
said Arcane
And-
should have been a support basically studio for almost a decade. Yo, is that what you mean, Boba?
Ooh,
Yikes.
Boba's. Yeah.
Hey,
Boba's-
what was that undisclosed, what's that game called?
Dishonored.
Dishonored. What am I
Dishonored?
saying?
Undefeated. Yeah, Dishonored.
Undefeated. Yeah. Dishonored and all the games they made like Deathloop, I did not care for. Straight
Yeah, I
up,
didn't either.
did not care. I
Same.
know
I
that's
love
harsh to say, and I get it. We want people to have
Hargeet
jobs
loves
and
them,
make
yeah.
games, but sometimes some
but
games are not
that's
worth
it.
making.
All those games, it's all gone. Like it was great while it lasted. We actually got games, but it's done. It's done.
This
The industry
Hargeet
is going
so.
to make shit, stupid, absolute filth going forward. It's all going to be cookie cutter, the same crap everybody does. It's not. We're not going to get creative anything. But that's what people want, though. Because
You
literally,
can't
that's
just
what they
throw
buy.
money at the problem. That's the issue, right? You can't sit there and say, okay, we're going to get rid of all these studios that aren't profitable, and we'll take the money we were going to use for those studios and just give it to the other guys and see what they can come up with more budget. That's not smart either. We need to they need to do something drastic, like, I don't know, make these studios great again, not Xbox great again.
Why
The
are we using this
studios
slogan?
themselves. Because
Who was that?
Hargeet puts that up there. Make Xbox great again. They need to make the studios great again. Like Halo Studios 343, they'll always be 343 to me. They were never the Halo team, in my opinion.
And
I'm
by the
just
way,
so
do you know
sick
why
and
I
tired
think
of
Blade is
that
gone?
team.
The only reason why, one of the main reasons I think Blade is gone is one, Arcane just hasn't delivered, and two, they don't own the IP again. They want to, and if, just so you know, Xbox, a spokesperson of Xbox actually did come out during this whole rumor shit going down, and they said, we're not investing less into gaming, we're reevaluating what we're investing into gaming. That's what they said to the media. That's an official line, that they're just reevaluating what they're investing in, and they're actually not going to invest in less. They're going to invest in the same amount, but in different areas. And that's why they're canceling games, because they realized some of the partnerships they had were failing. Remember Contraband? Woof.
Yeah.
All these other things.
Remember
that's what
it? That thing was gone like a fart in the wind, bro. Like
It was.
We heard about it, then it was just canceled all of a sudden.
Mhm.
By the way, Legendary Drops. What's up, LD? He says, if Xbox is going to cut based on profit. That means the whole company should go.
Dude.
Whoa. He says it's a whole publisher made up of studios running off the fumes of games that were good over a decade ago. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, some of the studios were not even a decade
Call
old.
of Duty's pretty old. Candy Crush is pretty old. World of Warcraft, pretty old. Overwatch is getting old, isn't it? Didn't that come out in like the mid
2016?
Yeah.
2016. Yeah.
So that's literally 10 years old. Halo's 25 years old. Gears is 20 years old. Forza is like 15, 20 years old. I mean, it's not wrong. Fable is also 20 years old.
But it's funny. A lot of those, I would say most of those games you just talked about there are actually very profitable. Still.
Elder Scrolls is very, very old. Fallout's pretty old. Yeah, I mean, it's facts. Like everything they have is old.
Yeah. And
Minecraft.
And what are they going to do?
Minecraft's like 20 years now. How long has it been? Like it's 2010, 15, something like that.
Yeah. I see what you put in the chat, you
ago.
fucking lying bitch. Zucker.
What?
I see that. He said, legendary drops. Good to see you, man. Fonz says terrible things about you. Oh, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm a fucking server.
Look, when they try new stuff, nobody buys it. Right? So, like, what do you want them to do? They've tried new games. Nobody likes it.
No, Legendary, you're wrong about Starfield being the best new IP. It was Sea of Thieves. Sit with that fucking thing. 40 million people. Sea of Thieves was the new IP that killed it.
Well, to be fair, that's almost 10 years old, too.
No, exactly. It's an older one, but it's the last new IP that was
So the question really is what the fuck was Phil Spencer and company doing for all those years?
They're fucking chilling, bro. Nah,
dude,
they're just buying anything.
They were giving you the games in those series, and they were giving you some new games that were smaller, and then like Starfield.
Oh, God, I guess here we go. Yeah, the Phil Spencer effect, where he's like, I like this little indie game. I'm going to put it in Game Pass for Hargeet and 3 other people. That's the problem. That's what was going on.
Why are you fucking shooting Hargy? Why are you throwing shade?
No, I'm not. Hargy likes those small games. He likes those games. He thinks they're really good. Fine. That's awesome for Hargeet, but for the majority of the people, they weren't playing those games. And that's what Phil Spencer was doing a lot of, is picking and choosing these small little games. He hated mature games. He didn't want to see any fucking TNA. He didn't want to see anything in games like this. He had a mandate put out there at Xbox so they couldn't do anything of mature for mature audiences. Some crazy shit. And yeah, that is true, Holly. That is very true that he did that. He didn't like that stuff.
I feel like we're upsetting Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
That's me.
I like that she's upset. Makes me happy. Motherfucker Phil had like 1,000 hours in Vampire Stars and played nothing else. Candy Crush.
I mean, Holly, if you wanted to just like come on and give your opinion, come on up.
Dude. A lot of people like indie games, but what I'm saying is a lot of the indie games that were put within Game Pass weren't big draws to Game Pass, weren't big draws to the freaking console.
I don't know, man. A lot of the people like Slay the Spire and all that. A lot of people that are on PC do play
that's
games.
not on freaking. That wasn't on Xbox Game Pass. I'm talking about. Okay, did South of Midnight bring the freaking masses in? Did South of Midnight bring masses in? I don't know.
Anyway, so DJ's question. I already told you my score is a 5 now.
What's a 5?
I dropped it to a 5. The showcase score.
The showcase score, you reevaluated it to a 5. What was it before?
I have no trust in anything they put out. So I give it a 5. I already dropped it to a 5.
I dropped it to a fucking 0 because I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. I don't know.
I know Call of Duty will come out.
You know what what everybody's saying in here too is that why would I pay for Game Pass now when I'll just buy it and play? Like Legendary just said it. A couple other people said it in the
just
chat.
Buy it.
It's fucking true.
That's the whole point. Game Pass is dead. It's already over.
Yeah, no, it's fucking gone now.
It's done.
It's over.
It's done. So this is the reset. We're getting rid of the Phil era. The Game Pass thing, forget about it. It's dead.
Yep. Shit, I'm buying every single game that's coming out. I'm gonna be broke as a bitch. I'm fine. Like there's a lot of games coming out this year.
But that was part of the problem too, Hargeet, was Game Pass. Training people not to buy games.
No, training people to pay for a service.
Yep.
That was the point.
To not buy third-party games as well, though. That was a byproduct.
Fonz,
That
of
had
his design.
third-party games in it.
Is to train you how to pay for a service and the subscription, so then you can
and
train
hope
to be
that
an all access and pay to get your console in 2 years. When you buy now, pay later. It's getting you in that mindset that you're okay
the
with the
all
monthly
access
fee.
shit,
Yeah, that
not
shit.
the all access crap, bro. I can't stand that fucking talk. Look, if you have to pay per month for a fucking console, there's a goddamn problem in the industry. Stop by. Don't fucking put out a $1,000 console, $1,200 console. Just don't fucking do it. Delay that shit. Delay it. Nobody can afford that shit.
It's
I
happening,
don't know.
though. There's no way around it.
It's happening.
Finance consoles. Yeah. Yeah. Rent a
Anyone
center.
backing that shit
Great.
irritated me. Anybody saying that was okay to back, like, buy now, pay later, that irritated me so much, man. Like, it's like you forget. Like, listen, I have a fucking 49. I have a PC. I play on PC a fuck ton.
Yeah.
Ask about
I
me.
mean,
But
I
the
don't know.
console,
It's
I have every console. It's like that you miss the point of what the consoles are. It's a super easy entry point, and then you get to play some fucking cool games. And now it's like, by
supposed
the
to
way, you got to pay $1,000. Dude, whatever. I'm irritated.
That's the way it's supposed to be, but it's just not. It's
What are they
fucking-
supposed to
it's
do?
retarded now.
Is Holly saying that all access is good? I'm gonna fucking lose my mind, Holly.
all access is
Ollie.
pretty good.
Banner.
No,
Take her out.
Hargeet.
Why?
Banner.
What's wrong with it?
Because you're fucking financing a console.
Okay.
A console that shouldn't be at an artificially inflated price. It shouldn't be $800 to fucking $1,500, whatever the next console
Why
is
is
going to
it
be.
artificial?
That's insanity. Because
is
it's
it
artificial.
reality that it's
not-
actually expensive?
It's
Why?
not reality though.
Well,
These RAM prices shouldn't be at the price they are right now.
That doesn't matter
They
because that's
shouldn't
where
be
they
there.
are.
Yeah, and who
It
got them
shouldn't
there?
be that.
Who cares? It's where they are, right?
Oh, I care because it's
Should
people
I-
like
should I
Microsoft, the
blame
people that are selling
Nintendo?
the hardware.
Should I blame Nintendo for having to pay more for something and saying, I got to pass that on to the customer? Should I blame them for that? No. Why should I blame them for that? Why should I blame PlayStation for having to pay more for something? Like, I don't understand why that's a problem.
If you're
Okay, listen,
why
okay,
is
so
that?
Hargy,
I
you
will
okay?
give
Let's say
Nintendo all the fucking smoke, bro. $80 game for Mario Kart.
okay.
Fuck
Okay,
it.
listen-
and that we
listen up.
did, but that
Let's
doesn't
say
matter.
let's
Like,
say
should they
Zocker.
not
Let's
pass on the
say
cost?
let's say Zocker decides to pick up a Helix, and let's say it's $1,200. Okay, and he
Okay,
decides to put
15.
it on all access. All right,
Yep.
it's 2 years. Sure, no interest, but let's just say in a year and a half, the console prices come down, and he's still paying on that fucking console for $1,200 full dollars.
Wait.
the console itself.
You think they're coming down?
I'm
You think
just
they're
telling
coming
you
down?
what could. I'm giving you a scenario where
Yes,
it's
in
retarded
La
to pay
La
per month
Land.
for a console. That's all I'm
In
telling
La La
you.
Land, it could come
That's all
down.
I'm telling you. I'm giving you a scenario
Micron just
where it's
signed
retarded to
deals
pay.
for 5 years at the inflated price. 5 years. These ain't coming down. You're not seeing
No,
until
Holly,
mid-2030s.
you wouldn't
These
have bought it
prices are
either
where they
way
are.
because what I am proposing is you delay the fucking console. You don't put it out at such an inflated price.
Yeah, till
It's
2035.
insanity. Well, if that's the case, gaming's cooked.
No,
Console gaming
is where it is.
like all
You
of it.
either
All of it
engage
is
or
cooked.
you don't.
It's cooked.
Yeah,
It's
well, I mean,
so-
this is just the way it is.
Oh my God.
But prices are not coming down. They're not coming down. They're stuck here for a while.
Well, then good
Yeah.
luck because no one's buying it.
Whoever
It's
buys,
dead.
buys.
No one's gonna
Whoever
buy
buys,
it.
buys.
No one's buying
No,
it.
nobody's
We already
buying
saw
a
the
Helix.
fall
for-
off.
Yeah, no one's. No, I mean it's already started,
no,
right?
We've
You
already
worry
talked about
Helix.
this, Hargeet.
I'd put Helix aside. Who's buying the PlayStation 6? The parts at this point today are $960. Next year, it'll be $1,100 to $1,200.
Yeah,
Who is
but
buying
that's
that?
provided.
I'm gonna tell you right
That's
now.
provided
I'm gonna
they
tell you-
add the RAM that's specced out that we think that they're going to put in. These consoles are going to be gimped. They're going to pull back on that memory. They are going to pull back on that
For
RAM.
what? 4 gigs?
No, not that, Steve Hargeet. But they're going to do it, and they're going to sell it to you at an inflated price. It's going to be a very expensive Helix with half the RAM it was supposed to have.
Helix.
Mark my words.
Forget
Mark
Helix.
my words.
Talk about PS6. Talk about PS6.
PS6, the
How
same
much is that gonna
thing.
be?
Same thing. It'll be the same
Yeah,
there.
go ahead.
Hold on, boys. I'm going to tell you this right now. Even if they bring out the PS6 or they bring out the Helix, whatever the fuck it is, when they bring out the next gen consoles, and if they're $1,000 to $1,500, no one's fucking buying it. Everybody's not going to buy. The vast majority of the people are going to stay on this current gen console. And then when that happens, you think these free to play games and these other games like Call of Duty are going to be like, you know what? We're going to force you to go over there.
Nope.
No, your game's going to fucking die. Or they're just going to
Remember,
stay
the
on this current
Series
gen
S is
and have to.
$500.
They might have to actually optimize their games and their engines to work on these current consoles. If anybody talks about like this shit, like Forza Horizon looks great on the Series X. This newest one, it looks great on there. And everybody's like, well, you know, these hardware started to show their age. No, fucking developers are just not optimizing correctly. And a lot of the people that are in the studios are not as technically and like in tune to optimize and make things better. This is why UE5 is being put everywhere, because you don't need to be that technical to use it. Just so people know. And the only ones that are technical enough to use it is like the Gears team. It's like they've done it and they're wizards and they're stutter across the board. So these next gen consoles are not going to come, and they're not going to be a lot of people lining up to buy it at that price, because everything in the world is expensive and people would rather fucking have food than have a console. And then gaming just becomes a luxury, and then you're fucked. And then the company
is a luxury right now. We're already at that point. This hobby is no longer a freaking cheap hobby to get into at all. It's a luxury. This is not just a hobby that you can just jump into anymore. That's what the consoles were all about. It was about that low entry point, jumping in at $400, $500, maybe $600 if you're stretching it.
Well, you got you covered. There's 2 consoles for $500. Switch to Series S.
I'd have paid $200 for the Series S, not $500.
Dude, Series S, what is
pay?
it with the 1 terabyte? $600.
Yeah, I think it's
$600.
Yeah.
Bro. And I remember
Jesus.
Whatever.
Jesus.
And it's
That's
not even
crazy.
The weird thing is that anybody that's paid attention to gaming in general, like I understand that it's doom and gloom. There's still a lot of fucking great games coming out. So everybody's like, gaming is dead. It's like I'm looking at the Doom DLC coming out in like a couple days. Assassin's Creed Resync is coming out in a couple days or like a week. All this stuff is coming out. The Halo Combat Evolved looks pretty good to me. All these like Beast of Reincarnate, like Wolverine, all these games are coming out. And everybody's like, I don't even know what's going to sell. All I know is that I'm excited to play games, and all this negative news detracts from that fucking aspect of it. It takes away from the stuff already.
How can it
out.
not?
It's a harsh reality, and I get that business is business. It's not personal. People are going to get laid off. Studios are going to shut down. But god damn, it's fucked up.
Are we finally to the point where people realize that trying to push for game fidelity has caused all of this to happen, and we don't need it?
I mean, yeah. Bro, more people were playing Eugenics and fucking Slay the Spire 3 than they were playing Last of Us. Vampire Survivors. All these games. Bro, my best friends that I know, like my buddies that I've known my whole life, have 5090s, and they were playing Vampire Crawlers. And we were like chilling at my house. We all brought our PCs. We had like a LAN party for the weekend. That's what we do. And I'm watching them all play Vampire Survivors or Vampire Crawler Survivor, whatever the fuck it's called, the new one. And I'm like, you guys got 5090s and this is what you're fucking playing? And they're like, dude, this game's so good. I'm like, cool. It doesn't matter. If it's a good game, it's a good game. People are going to they're going to find it. And if it's an okay game that requires a huge entry point of graphic fidelity, a lot of people won't find it. So, damn.
Yeah.
Future job market is bleak. Current job market is bleak, bro. What are you talking about?
Look, it's yeah, and it's across the board. It's not just Microsoft, but I know we focus a bit more on Microsoft here because a lot of our audience, they're big Xbox fans and everything. But again, I go back to what I was saying earlier. A lot of the discourse that I've been seeing online, people seem to understand. Oh shit, we have a guest. Legendary drops.
I got
Yo.
No, I got to mute you guys.
He just said I got to mute you guys. He came on here just to mute us.
He's like, fuck you guys.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. What's up, man? What's up, LD? Welcome.
What's going on, dude?
What's going on?
I remember having you on when you had like 100-something subs, and now it's just like, what the fuck,
Jesus.
Do I got to hear this every time you talk to me?
Bro.
Dude, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it, brother. You're gonna hear it. Anyways, it blows my mind. That's why, brother.
Dude.
It blows my mind how big you fucking got, dude.
Yeah, it blows my mind too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blows my mind too.
Thank you for the 2, by the way. He said, if Helix is 1,500 plus, just buy a PC. Well,
no shit.
How can you buy a PC right now? The fucking components are expensive there too.
Just buy a Steam machine with no controller for $1,000. That'd be fucking solid for your life.
1,050.
1,050. 4K 60.
Thank
then
you
they took it away.
I would just, I just wait until basically everybody comes in and floods the market with all the different versions of the Steam machine, just like they did with the Steam Deck.
Yep.
Yeah, which you can now do, right? Anybody can put SteamOS on. Magnum became a member. You already did the BT Maverick thing. Then we got a member chat from FarQ, and then
thank you, FarQ. Oh, Brand Mac 31. He says, I agree with Asha. Shut down the slow grind studios with a high overhead like Bungie. Well, that's okay. And use that cash to see. That's the thing for the studios that can execute. I think there's a big risk with that, especially with their studios. Like if you're just saying remove the smaller studios that ain't creating, big profits and taking that money and throwing it to bigger studios who aren't really bringing in big profits either. What's the point?
No, he's saying money hack games from studios that can execute. Money hack meaning go to EA.
Oh, money hack. Oh,
go to Square.
No, which honestly,
I'm blind.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think that's probably the best thing they possibly can do. Xbox cannot handle their own IP. Period. End of story. This is the most embarrassing game publisher in the entire industry right now. These guys have been going for over a decade and a half. Basically, I don't even, the only thing that I think that's been keeping them alive is the hopium from the Xbox community. Outside of that, they haven't been able to do anything else. Literally everything they put on the market sucks, dude. Their games suck. But I hate to be brutal about it, but I'm just going to tell you like it is. Xbox is fucking lame, dude. Like everything these guys put out, they can't put like, if there's something that's like at least halfway decent, that's okay. But those halfway decent games are like what's supposed to be their blockbuster hits. All of their money is coming from Activision.
I mean, she said, Asha Sharma did say that, bro. She's like, in their thing, she's like, ABK is fine. They're over here. They're killing it. But Xbox Game Studios, we're fucked. Like, what are we doing over here, guys?
Well, outside of Playground, right? Playground is definitely. But anyway, so Jax, I'm good for
until they bomb you guys with a Fable game.
Series X and PS5.
Fucking thank you.
And then we got this.
The only fucker that looks at that game and I'm like, I don't know.
The whole game looks AI generated to me.
Bro, the combat.
Not even. I don't mean that in a. I don't mean that in a literal way because I know it's not. I'm just saying it just looks generic. Like, I don't know why.
It doesn't have any, I don't know what it is either. The combat, when I kept seeing the combat, I was like, I don't know about this fucking game, man. I was like, I'm not sure.
I've taken a lot of time to try to think about the stuff with Xbox. And like one of the things that's like really disappointing is these guys do hold on to like some of the best IP that's in the entire industry. But the problem is that like they don't have the upper level leadership, and Asha Sharma is also not that upper level leadership that they need to be able to like guide studios to make good video games. Well, she might have a good idea about how to run a optimized and efficient business. She doesn't have the foresight or the knowledge to be able to like push people to make good video games. Like you have to fundamentally know what a good product is with
brother.
a video game.
I was just
to be able to do that. and Xbox hasn't had that since what, Xbox 360.
I'm gonna say
Since
Pete.
Homeboy
Dude,
that
I was
Peter
just
Moore.
I was
Peter
just
Moore.
questioning
Yeah,
that.
since-
I was
since
just
Home-
questioning that last week about Asha.
Yeah.
I said, look, I think she has a lot of great ideas. She has some good vision, but when it comes to the games themselves, can she have the vision to make the studios create those sort of games, or see that those sort of games are going to be winners? I don't know.
I go back to fucking, was it January? Whenever Asha was put in, man, the thing that's stuck in my head ever since this whole thing with Sanua and all the we're selling studios or we're looking for people to buy them, that whole showcase was an auction. Like, it was like, yo, here you go. Like, these are the things we're trying to sell. Please buy them. We don't want them anymore. But the whole point was Seamus Blackley, the dude that's the godfather of Xbox, the first thing he said when she was put in was they are piecemealing this to gut it and sell it, and Xbox is done.
Oh,
That's
no,
what he said.
One of the leaks that came out where they talked about potentially spinning Xbox off honestly makes the most sense. So like both PlayStation and Xbox are like two companies that I just like don't understand exactly what their business plan is. And then Xbox now is the only one that I'm like, okay, now things are starting to make sense to me. I think what they're trying to do is essentially, it's almost like the exact same thing you're about to see happen with the Saudi deal with EA, where they're going to come in, they're going to gut the studios, they're going to try to make the company a lot more, efficient. They're going to try make them run a little bit, cleaner and faster or whatever it is, get rid of some useful or useless roles. But I think for like Xbox's side, I think what they are planning to do is spin the company off, because like that's the best way. Microsoft, while I'm sure Microsoft puts like a lot of value in entertainment, I think they've come to understand or realize that like they have no business in that industry. Like they fundamentally, like as a company, just don't know how to like operate within those confines. And ever since they've had to essentially like run Xbox by themselves without having somebody like Peter Moore back in the day or somebody like that, some like actual leadership, because keep in mind, most of like the good like studio heads that they even had, or most of those guys are gone as well. So like everything they're running on is, completely different teams in some cases. Some guys are still around, but not all of them. But
And Microsoft's done this before, right? They did it with LinkedIn and they did it with GitHub.
Yeah, and
So
it's a
they've
really
done it
good.
with those.
It's a really good.
We already have
financial
PlayStation
opportunity.
as an example, right? PlayStation's already spun off. So
Yep. Yeah. And it's a smart business move on Xbox's side, because they get to create separation between the two companies. They get to spin out an IPO, which is going to get a shitload of funding. So then Microsoft's going to be able to take that added investment of like selling their ownership in something to be able to use that money to invest into something else. Want to take a wild guess what that's probably going to be? It fits right into like all of their other plans that they already have, like spinning off Xbox as an IPO, making the money off of that, and then using that to inject into, their own, products and services that Xbox or Microsoft is already pushing with like cloud and shit, AI data or AI infrastructure, all that stuff. It's all extra money in their pockets that they want.
Yeah. Except Xbox does own the Windows gaming part, so they have to kind of deal with that. So they'd have to still be owned in some way to keep partnering on that piece. But either way, it's
no, they wouldn't sell off all their ownership. They would just maintain like majority ownership, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'd like retain like 50% or something like that, and then they'd sell everything else off to like private investors and then open up to the public.
Sorry,
You
PlayStation.
know
PlayStation. The guy with the name
360.
PlayStation comes out. He's saying it like it is. Xbox
Yeah,
sucks.
shout out to
Fuck
LD.
the
Finally,
Xbox
somebody on the
games.
show. Yeah, he said, shout out
Well,
LD,
boy.
somebody on the show who actually tells it the way it is.
It's
You know what,
all of them
PlayStation,
suck.
fuck you, man. Because I say a lot of shit on this show that fucking rubs Xbox dudes the wrong way at times, and it's just
Fraterelli,
my opinions.
You know what you're doing, bro.
So,
Hey, you know what?
Anyways.
The most offensive thing that I could probably say is that Xbox somehow lost to PlayStation during PlayStation's live service era.
Fucking hell, bro. And they're like,
which
we're gonna
is
go
still
back.
on apparently.
We're
They
going
still
back.
haven't learned that
Which is
lesson.
which is still going, which is like, holy shit.
yeah,
man.
what's up with the president coming out and saying that, hey,
That's-
they're going to go
that's some-
forward with more live service, man? Like,
Bro,
what the
he
fuck
said
are we
it's
doing?
didn't he say like we think it's a new area? I'm like, what is that fuck? What do you mean new area?
Yeah,
bro? It's
he's
not a
like,
new
it's still
area.
relatively new. It's been out for decades. Live service has been out forever. I played MMOs
Well, it's just
many
new to
decades
them.
ago.
It's
Like,
new to them.
It is
Jesus.
new to them, but
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It's for their platform. They still really haven't seen it yet, right? So
I think not a lot of people are talking about, like, I get Bungie just got gutted, but when they bought Bungie for $3.6 billion fucking dollars, it wasn't because of the talent in the studio. It was literally for the Destiny IP. And then they get the IP and then are like, we're not funding another one and we're not giving you any support. What the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't marathon.
Well, that's the
Marathon?
thing, right? Like, so this guy, you know, I did a video on this PlayStation thing and them going with live service and stuff, and people in my chat, there was some PlayStation guys that were like arguing with me. Well, they only had one failure with Concord. I'm like, one? What are you fucking talking about? All the cancellations before that, factions, and not only that, the biggest L ever was with Bungie. No, it's Bungie. That is the biggest L. You had one of the best in the game when it came to live service games. Bungie, you acquired them, and then I don't know what the fuck happened underneath you guys at Sony, but they're not Bungie anymore.
It all happened way before they ever went to fucking Sony.
But it got worse, though. It got worse. It definitely got worse.
Well, they left. The problem was that I did a video too. The problem was that during when Destiny was at like its height, they had Activision. They had 2 studios from Activision supporting them, and Bungie would focus on the main game, the core game, and then those other studios would do spin-off like the expansions and then help support shit. They had manpower. They had people to actually help and support the game and give constant content to go into the game where people can enjoy. And then they were like, "No, we don't want to be under Activision or do any of that shit. We're breaking off." Is that what happened?
No. Bungie already had like over 900 employees by the time PlayStation picked them up. Those guys are huge.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I think they had like another 900 from Activision, bro.
If that's the case, and that game was being made like the most ineffectively, the most expensively, and the worst it possibly could be, there's no fucking way.
No, that's literally why Activision was like, "We're cool breaking off then."
Because it wasn't making money, and then they came out and
anything.
admitted Destiny 2 didn't make money. So all that after like whatever 10 years, it still never made money. It's like, holy crap, dude.
Well, I mean, today there's been kind of a resurgence with Destiny 2 because people are talking about it since Marathon is kind of failing. Like right now, concurrent players are at like 8,000 for Marathon, and it's 90,000 for Destiny 2, which is insane to me that they just like took everything away from Bungie. Sony's like, nope, you're not doing anything else. You're just going to concentrate on Marathon, and when that dies, you die. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bungie's going to be gone in like 2 years. I think that Marathon's, or maybe even sooner.
I think other studios at
way
PlayStation
sooner
are also going to be gone. But
Bro,
we'll see what happens.
Listen, I know a lot of people. If they touch id Tech, I know a lot of people didn't like Doom the Dark
That's
Ages.
Xbox. I'm talking about PlayStation.
I know. I just
Xbox,
somebody brought up id Tech and how Doom the Dark Ages sucked. I fucking love that game. I don't care, bro. I had a shield. I was killing.
It didn't go anywhere. It just.
I know.
This is the problem. And until if you're gonna be about all games have to be profitable, then you have to look at the performance of each studio, and
3%
I don't think
margin
Machine
is
Games
rough.
and id Tech are going to be in a very high category.
I think that like what Xbox really needs to do is they have to like figure out like whatever their like vision is of an audience. I think like that's probably their biggest weakness right now, because like I saw somebody bring it up in chat for a second where they were like, hey, you know, what's the like open critic average for Xbox over the past 2 years? And for the most part, their games actually rate.
It's better than the other ones. Yeah, they're pretty good actually.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
But the problem is it's all critic bait. It's nothing people actually want to buy or anyone actually wants to play. It's all stuff that people at IGN go, whoa, I love this. That kind of shit. Like, who fucking cares about that? None of that shit ever moves any copies. Look at two of the most highest rated games last year was like Blueprints and something else, and neither one of them probably sold over 1 million copies. What does it matter?
Mixtape.
Like Mixtape. Yeah, that Mixtape this year is like one of the highest rated games this year. How many copies is that game going to sell? Fucking
I think
nothing.
one of the highest.
Did anybody here play Mixtape?
33.
Nobody can.
I haven't had a chance yet. I will.
I literally played it, and I grew up in
played
the 90s. By the way, Bay Area grew up in the 90s. I was like, who the fuck spoke like this? Like, this is so bad. Like,
That is not Oakland, bro. That's
not Oakland, bro. That is not.
Not in the 90s. It wasn't.
Nope. I was like, this is. I couldn't finish it, bro. I just stopped.
Bro, that was a
can't.
bunch of Washington kids fucking cosplaying Californians.
Yep.
There you go.
Bingo.
That's what it looked like. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah. And then as for the open critic, like like you said, bro, I don't understand. I don't agree with critics at all anymore. I'm just like, hey, this goes for movies. This goes for games. All the people reviewing it do not share my fucking views of what's good. And so when I see something that's good, I'm like, I'm probably not going to like this. And that's just how things work.
All critics and journalists do nowadays is pontificate about how their tastes are so much more misunderstood by everybody else. You guys just don't get it. It's like, okay. I always see people on Twitter complaining and be like, oh, these video game chuds. And it's just like, I think these guys have actually pretty well proven that they're actually the ones buying video games.
Yeah.
Looking at the sales of some of these games, I hate to say it, it's like, you don't have to like them, but I guess you do have to recognize if you're going to sell to those people or not. You have to be okay with not making as much money if you don't want to.
I mean, say what you will about Crimson Desert, right? Crimson Desert was panned by the freaking journalists, and people bought it. The gamers bought it.
Absolute banger.
The gamers actually, fucking spoke.
I think they just broke over 7 million copies just recently.
Yeah. I disagree with
they're
both
on track
of you.
to sell 10 million, I think, this year.
I think, listen, Crimson Desert looks awesome. I have it. I bought it. Those controls were fucking rough. And
nobody's not saying that's not the case.
But that's my problem. Is a game is gameplay. When the gameplay sucks because the controls suck, I'm broken out. I'm like, this fucking sucks. I hated it.
Yeah, I mean, it got better later on, and they made a lot of updates. I mean, they're still updating that game like it's a fucking live service game. So nothing stays buried for too long when it comes to some.
I'm saving it until the holiday season, bro. Until they fix some of the controls that I can just make it the way I want to play it.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have custom controls. The problem is that some of those Eastern studios, they're still really behind on quality of life stuff, and they're still kind of catching up to the West on that. But the better part is the fact that those guys are still far behind on I guess how games used to be made, where it's just dumb fun.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing's taking itself too seriously. It's just, dumb fun games, which I think is really important. The last game that
did dumb fun was Space Marine 2 for me, where I was like, this is just fucking dope. Cool. Yeah. I'm killing shit, having a good time. A big Space Marine. It's awesome. That's all. That's the last time I've really thought a game was just dumb fun. So.
Wall Diggity, Crimson Desert didn't sell just because it looked awesome. It's because it did a lot of awesome things, regardless of the bad controls, because that's a given. I even admitted, I love the game. I put 267 hours into it, beat the game, but the controls stayed ass all the way through for me. However, the game itself, the open world, the actual running around and finding cool shit and stuff, it was a blast. Fucking blast.
The story got better too as it went on as well.
That's the first time I've ever heard someone say that.
It did.
Well,
that's probably because everybody else only played it. That's probably because everybody else only played it for 15 hours and then fucked off.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
The vast majority of people were giving their opinions.
That is a lot of time, right?
It is. I'm not going to deny that. No, the game's rough as shit. But also at the same time, it was a game coming from an Eastern studio that had only ever made a. That's probably one of the things really pissed me off with that was people were flaming that game so incredibly hard, and it's just we have a studio that all they've ever made is a live service fucking pay to win, egregious pay to win game. And here these guys are taking a risky swing to actually put out a premium game that is just self-contained, no DLC, no microtransactions, and people are trying to scorch them off the earth from ever trying to make a game again. It's just bro, let them cook, man. Give them a fucking shot, okay? God damn.
Again, that's the biggest differences between games like that and those little games sometimes that these journalists will fucking hold in high regard. And it's dude, you're out of touch. A lot of these journalists, and I tell people all the time, don't listen to fucking Metacritic, OpenCritic. None of these fucking people. Look, there might be one or two or some good fucking journalists there that actually play games and shit. But don't listen to them.
One of the most highly regarded games by critics around the board, Star Wars Outlaws.
What?
Oh, they fucking love that thing.
Did they fucking love that thing?
Oh yeah, quite a few of them really did, especially when it improved after some of their updates and stuff like that. Some of them rounded back to it. Same goes for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah.
So you know, LD, that I
They-
like open world, third person action adventures and stuff.
That's all.
And I
you fucking
started to
like.
play. I started to play that Star Wars Outlaws, and I got tired
Fonz
of it really
is a
fast.
straight up Ubi slop enjoyer.
Oh, 100%. Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
I
I
know,
actually, LD, you'll be happy to know that I did not beat Shadows. I fucking dropped it. I could
After
not go through
95
with it
hours.
anymore.
I
No,
stuck it
no,
out.
no, 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 no,
No, no, no.
no. 30 hours,
Oh,
but I
okay.
dropped it.
bro.
I dropped
The
it.
95
I said
hours
it's wasting my
was
fucking
Dragon
time.
Age.
Did I play more Assassin's Creed Shadows than you? Oh no, that's
I
right.
think you probably did.
No, I
You
forgot.
probably did.
I forgot. Those poor bastards sent me a free copy. It's on Ubisoft, whatever.
So, so you know what I've been playing a lot more of lately? It's just been Diablo and PoE 2. That's all I've been playing the past fucking 2 months.
Look at that. An
I think I'm-
Xbox game.
I think I'm good. Oh my god.
You think you're good off
Well,
the
one
PoE
of 'em.
too?
Yeah, I got to
PoE
like
2?
level 95. I got to level 95. I'm chilling right now. I don't think I'm going to go any further.
I can't.
Well,
yeah,
I'm not even there yet.
I got a headhunter and a couple other really good items. Like I could do a little bit more, but I don't really
Yeah.
want to do like the whole like, you know, like my next upgrade that I'm looking for is like 1,000 divine. It's just not gonna happen right now.
Fuck that, dude. That's the biggest problem with that is the trading and shit within that game. It kind of pisses me off because people will just fucking inflate the prices like crazy. 1,000 divine for this, 100 divine for that. It's like, bro, I get like 1 divine every fucking 20 minutes to an hour.
Oh, your
Star
build
Wars
sucks
Outlaws
then.
is amazing.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of divines. It does.
I got
suck.
20 div on the last map I just did.
Jesus. They must have
juice
changed a lot of shit then.
You haven't played the new update?
I am. I'm playing it now. I just started.
Oh, I was about to say, like,
So-
holy shit! Yeah, they changed everything. The whole end game is completely different now.
Yeah, I saw where they changed a lot of the stuff, like how you get some of the runes and stuff. You have to open up the like you talk to some dude and you fucking fight some creatures and you get to pick which kind of rune you want, and it's interesting. It's a different dynamic now. I like it because it's not just, you know, depending so much on RNG when it comes to those uncut gems and everything.
Yeah,
But you know, it could be better. I don't know. I need more. Anyways,
There was this other big, open world action adventure game thingy that got announced last year. Got the pre-orders announced last week. Did you hear about it?
GTA.
Oh, GTA 6, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Dude.
For
LD,
$80.
did you pre-order? Because they're going fast. I heard that they're going to sell out, bro.
I'm not gonna lie,
Jesus
dude. The minute that
Christ.
I saw that there were people that were actually buying these scalped versions off of eBay, I was like,
Oh my god!
Dude,
When
for
you
like,
can still
you
buy
know
it.
what?
40?
it
You
frightens
can still
because
buy
it's
it.
like
You can
the
still
people
buy
that are
it.
buying that kind of stuff off of eBay are also people that are of like legal age to vote.
Dude.
Yep.
I was just
Uh-huh.
thinking, I saw that shit on Twitter and I was like, these fuckers live amongst us? You're
So-
voting in shit for us. Why?
So
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
friend who told me that he
Yeah.
pre-ordered it, and I was like, why? Why? I mean, you could wait till it gets a little closer. You might be able to find some codes on some sites for cheaper.
Okay,
I don't know.
Look,
Why-
Okay, so
but
for the
why
pre-order
even
thing,
do that?
The funny thing is, like the pre-order stuff, I actually don't really have. Like, I don't get me wrong. I think pre-ordering's stupid as shit. It's like it's retarded. I'm sorry. Like,
Digitally,
what
yeah,
do
yeah,
what do you
it's fucking retarded.
what do you pre-order a digital game for? Mind you, at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, okay, like they're gonna give you some cosmetics for pre-ordering at the least, right? So I guess there's that.
Yeah,
So
but
I
here's
guess-
here's the problem with that, LD. The cosmetics are there through pre-ordering through the 20th of November. So you can literally
wait till the day
pre-order.
before. Well,
the game comes out on the 19th, bro.
Yes, and it's there for until the 20th.
yeah.
You can get those cosmetics.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. I pick it up like the day of or the night before or something like that if I know I'm going to play it. You know what I mean?
I get some. I get a couple reasons why people pre-order like a week in advance. Because if a game's huge and their internet fucking sucks, they're just gonna leave it running for a week to download it.
Dude, I remember going to like GameStops and Electronics Boutique and these places and having to put down like $5 to pre-order a game because you legit sometimes if you tried to go buy a game, it was sold out day one physical
Brother,
game.
I was
you know?
I had to put the $5 down so that I could remind myself to come in like every other week to put another $5 down because my broke ass wouldn't have the money by the time the game came out.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my boy, dude. That's a good dude.
I had to scrounge pennies.
Grow
I
up
used
the
to-
same way, bro.
I used to go. I worked at Hollywood Video, and we had one of those like shrink wrap machines that were there for the movies and shit like that. And we would put them like for use sale or whatever. And what I would do is I'd go and I'd buy shit, play it, get it done, get my Xbox achievements, go shrink wrap that bitch, take it to Walmart, and then turn it in and be like, oh, I don't have my receipt. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Shout out to Hollywood
What a thief,
Video.
just outed
Holy
himself,
fuck,
dude.
bro.
Huh?
This fucking
One of my best
Walmart
friends
deal,
used to
yeah,
work at
there
a
was-
Hollywood Video.
That was like the only way that I could actually afford to like keep up with some of the games that I wanted to play when like new shit came out and consoles and stuff like that.
Wow.
dude.
Actually,
it's
I tell
just
you what.
insane.
You know what really got me through? Red Rings of Death.
Fuck me, dude.
I had 19 Xboxes that went out.
Oh,
I
Okay,
think-
you got me beat. You got
Yeah,
me.
I had
five.
I had 19. 19 was the count that I had. So I think it was after the third or fourth, they started sending me extra shit. And they were like, "Oh my god, we're saying here it comes with a controller." They just kept sending it with either controllers or Xbox Live Time, usually both in most cases. And after a while, I had like a stockpile of like, I don't know, man, like 8 or 9 Xbox controllers, and those things had really good resale value. Take that in, like, oh, there's a new game coming out. Well, I got a couple Xbox controllers. I'll just.
I'm not
Dude,
gonna lie.
after my
After 19, I think it's you, bro. Like I don't even think it's the red ring. Like, what are you doing at those fucking consoles, bud?
Nothing.
After the fifth one, I did the towel trick where you wrapped it up just to heat up the solder and get it back to working again. And I took it to GameStop and I traded it in for a fucking PS3.
Did you really?
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's what I did.
I just stuck with it. The games were way too good. I wasn't going to.
Well,
PlayStation.
at the very, it was,
I wasn't
this
going
was
to
at the very
PlayStation.
end
What
of the
was I gonna do?
generation.
I'm going to start using free.
This was at the end of the
free
generation
online, like a
when
like a plebeian, like a
No,
fucking
it's-
loser.
it's- it
I'm
was
gonna
the
play
end
on
of
those
the generation
garbage
when-
PlayStation servers.
when they were
finally
getting
had
better.
some games.
Yeah,
They had
PS3
some
was getting
games and
better
they
at the
got-
very
and they
end.
got
It's-
hacked.
That was
and
also
why
back.
when
That was
they
also
got some
back when like
games.
Xbox Live had like a real value proposition where it wasn't even just as simple as like, oh, is your internet good? Like, no, like Xbox had like good servers and shit. And
I mean, PS3 had a bunch of games. They like had the Uncharted, right? They did Last of Us, and
All
So
I
I
remember
don't-
from the PS3 era is they had one of the
Killzone
worst-
had problems. So did Call of Duty actually.
They had one of the worst hack or whatever network hack where
Yeah, that
millions of
happened
people lost
too.
information and their shit leaked. And then
they also had like a
Sony
major
kept it
downtime. Didn't
secret.
they? Wasn't it down for like a month or something? They're online
Lizard Squad
something?
or some shit like that.
The
I don't
Lizard
fuck-
Squad,
was-
yes,
It was those
It was
dudes.
something.
I remember
Dude,
that.
we
Crazy.
listen, I'm a computer scientist.
brother.
We studied that fucker in school. They were like, this is how you not handle this. I was like,
Brother.
Yeah.
So I remember one Christmas when I wanted to play fucking Destiny and the Lizard Squad fucking squashed that shit real quick. I was like sitting there going, man, I'm off of work. I've got a week off. Can't even play this shit because of the goddamn Lizard Squad. Dude, I hated them fuckers. But yeah, no,
But
it's
yeah, anyway, so GTA.
yeah, GTA
80
is
bucks
coming.
and $100, really.
It's $100.
Alright.
It's not $80.
It's $100. The complete game is $100, and people argue with me about that all the time. They're like, "No, Fonz, it's 80. There's plenty of game for 80." Well, there's a lot of content being stripped and held from you on day one within the game, mind you. Like you're legit going to be able to go to
Yeah.
stores that are closed because you don't have the $100 versions.
It's not even. I
That's
wouldn't even
why.
say it's a lot of content, but it's enough to piss you off.
Yeah.
And it's also enough
Yeah.
to. It's also going to be enough to irritate you in game. Because if you're gonna like roll up to these spots and you're gonna see them and be like, "Oh, what is this store here?" and you go to pull in to like buy
Yep.
something, they're like, "Nah, man, get the fuck out of here."
Broke bitch.
Yeah, it's going to say you're a broke bitch.
You're
Or
broke.
no, but it's yeah. it's
And,
gonna
what,
be
and
enough
what if
to-
they hide
well,
like some of the like because people are like it's just cosmetics. Well, if you're into cosmetics, what if the best cosmetics are in those stores?
It didn't.
You know, because it's not just like cosmetics for the people; it's also for like your cars and shit.
Yeah, it's
So-
multiple things: tattoos, your person, cars. But didn't the even though it was $80, like or it's $100, didn't the stock crash because the like stakeholders were freaking irritated that they didn't sell it for more, and so they
Yeah.
like
The
some shit happened.
expectation, the expectation in Wall Street. I'd actually talked to a couple people that are like upper end echelon investors, and the expectation was 120
fucking die.
base 120,
Yeah.
base 120,
Wow.
not and that was like, and that because like they thought I don't understand it, dude. Like I'm like sitting here trying to think. I'm like, do you not understand the hobby? Do you not understand these businesses? Do you not understand
No,
the
they
fucking
don't.
customers? And I'm like sitting there and
They
I'm
don't
like,
care.
I'm like, so you have like these Wall Street dudes that are jerking each other off that are like, well, the only way for the games industry to find health is for these games to go to 120 because they're like fucking running shit for profit margins and shit. I'm like, you guys are actually retarded. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, those games would never, like, don't get me wrong, games would still sell 100%. You still have games. There's still plenty of people that buy those games. Not as many, not even close to as many as people you're already used to, buying some of these games right now. No, these guys would be completely cooked if that was the case. No,
$70 games have caused people not to buy games now. Even at 70, bro. There's a lot less game sales.
Volumes.
Did you see? I made a video not that long ago. Did you see like how much of market share indie and AA is taken from AAA in the last, I think, like 5 years?
Oh, dude, it's insane.
35% or something like that on Steam, obviously on Steam. But they've 35%.
Yeah,
or something like that. I have to go back
like
and look.
20, because games are coming out for like 20, 40 bucks. People are like, you know what? I'll buy that. That sounds cool. It's like, yeah, it was at that price. Like that's the whole point. It's not a $70 game, and then when it comes out, it's fucking glitched up the ass. Then it's like 6 months later. Here's the actual full version. Sorry, fuck off. So
and rumors are that people have already Rockstar's already made like $1 billion the first 24 hours.
$3 billion
in sales. No, I heard a conservative one from an analyst saying $1 billion. $1 billion.
No, they're fucking lying. They haven't done fucking well, I'm sure they got pre-orders. It's not all the ones that I'd seen. I had talked to a couple people. The ones you're seeing like posted on Twitter, it's all fake. Nobody has any numbers right now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to show numbers.
You know what though? I could believe it though, LD. I like, honestly, at the end of the day, like this game is going to fucking sell like crazy. They're going to make their money back before the game comes out. I guarantee
Keep in mind, Pal World in its first year sold 25 million copies. So suffice to say, it's within reason that Grand Theft Auto would likely sell, I don't know, probably 50 or more in its first year.
I think it's.
I think it's going to be more.
I
think it's going to be more.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Because we don't have PC yet. Yeah.
Keep it, keep it locked in there, bud. Keep it locked in there. No, if it was on PC, it would be a different story because like PC would drive those sales like crazy. But no, since it's just like the PlayStation 5 and since it's just like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, chances are like I could still see it doing like honestly for me to even say 50 million is a lot for me. But yeah,
Mo, he's like, fuck GTA. What the fuck are you going to be playing in November?
Call of Duty.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not playing it, so I'll be playing something else. Anything else?
You're not playing GTA? Are you not a fan or?
I just don't care to be part of the hype cycle bullshit. I'll buy it when it comes to PC and when it's not fucking $80.
Yeah,
I wish all of you had the balls to do the same thing. I wish the entire world had the balls to say $80. Fuck you, Take Two. Take it up your ass. I ain't buying it.
I'm not going to pay for the game.
I was about to say this fucker's getting the game. I was about to say this fucker's getting the game. Don't even go there.
To slow up. We need to slow up because for me, Rockstar is the pinnacle. Okay, I love Rockstar games. They haven't done me any wrong. Going way back to fucking as far as I can remember. Playing all their games. I even like their table tennis game. Okay. I love Rockstar games. So this game's coming. I'm definitely going to be buying it. I'm going to be playing this game. I can't say no to this game. But I hear you, Hargeet, on the whole $80.
You can say no.
It's fucked up. I don't like the price.
I have a little stronger of a position to take here. So here's my thing. I don't know what the game is. So I can't necessarily say whether I would or wouldn't spend money on it because There's no footage. There's no gameplay footage. There's no nothing. And they're probably not even going to show anybody until like 2 weeks before this game comes out.
But you know what the game is,
that.
LD.
You know,
I have
no idea.
Is.
I mean,
it's
who
GTL.
fucking knows? Hey, but to be honest with you, we've seen plenty of these companies waste, $500 million and $400 million on absolute dumpster fires. So it's not far off for me to believe that,
Cyberpunk launch.
By the way, the funny thing is that we could be having this exact same conversation about basically every single other franchise that is now currently in the fucking dumpster or a graveyard that everybody thought, come on, man, you already know. Man, you already know what BioWare does, right?
Yeah.
You know what BioWare does, right? Right.
True. But not this BioWare.
Not
this
right.
BioWare.
Oh, not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Yeah.
But
you
get what I'm saying.
You think
like,
Rockstar's not the same? Do you think Rockstar's the same people that made 15 years ago?
Oh, they're
good games?
definitely not. They don't even have the same writing staff.
No, they don't.
The lead writer is Rupert. He's been there for forever. He's wrote.
That's fine, but he's also not the one that's wrote most of their stories, though.
True. But he's been there for Red Dead and GTA 5.
Yeah,
and some other ones, but
yeah.
anyways,
so I'm not. But
that.
the point that I'm trying to make is that the game's not in front of me, so I can't really tell you whether or not I'd actually want to spend money on it. So I can't really give you for that. But the one thing that I brought this up, I made a video where I talked about it, but I'm okay with Grand Theft Auto 6 being $80 inside of a vacuum. If that game actually delivers on everything that everybody thinks that it's going to, because keep in mind, Rockstar's made no promises. They haven't even told you what's going to be in the game or what's not going to be in the game. The only thing that people have been able to figure out is stuff that they've been able to pull from like marketing materials more than anything else. And even that's essentially just trying to read tea leaves. So nobody knows what this game actually is or what Rockstar is actually going to offer with this game. And if the game actually is going to meet the expectations that everybody has put upon them, that it really is going to be this like generationally defining game, it's going to be the most realistic and highly detailed and interactive Grand Theft Auto we've ever seen ever, and it's just going to completely just raise the roof on the expectations of what AAA games are going to be, then yes, if that game is that game inside of a vacuum, sure, it could be worth $80. And I don't have any problem with them charging that. But the problem that I've always had with like everybody arguing the price is the fact that like all the people that are saying it's okay for it's okay. This is Grand Theft Auto. It's okay. This is Grand Theft Auto. Okay, well, let me see you have that exact same energy for the next game that wants to charge $80 because I know it's not going to be there. Because I know for a fact all these people that are out there defending the $80 price tag as much as they are right now, they're all looking around being like, oh, like, okay, so when the next Madden comes out, when the next, Call of Duty comes out, when the next whatever else comes out, let's see you defend that $80 then. Let's see you defend that $120 collector's edition and stuff. Like the price inside of a vacuum, like I have no problem with variable pricing. I think that should be something that the games industry should probably try to lean into, to be honest with you. I think that too many of these games are failing right now, specifically because these guys are tying themselves to not only unrealistic budgets, but also unrealistic price tags to support them. Look at Ninja Gaiden, right? Like Ninja Gaiden was a solid game. Ninja Gaiden 4 was a solid game. $70 for that? Ain't no fucking way anybody going to buy it.
Nope. That's fucking wild. I didn't know it was that much.
Yeah, it was a $70 game. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. I'm sure they didn't spend AAA budget on it, but that's Xbox for you. That's what they do with their shit.
I guarantee you, they tried to do 150.
They tried to do the exact same thing with Outer Worlds. Those motherfuckers are like, we're going to charge $80. No, you're fucking not. No, you're fucking not. Now look at that game. It sold even worse than Avowed. How the fuck do you do that?
Yeah, unfortunately, and it was a decent game, but yeah, I think variable pricing is a smart idea. I think that's something that should be a thing.
And what do you guys mean by variable pricing? Do you mean variable pricing?
So
for each game?
So
like
you
should
kind
of scope it out, but are you talking about what was that thing that PlayStation did, where some gamers got games that were more expensive?
No, that is not what I'm talking about. No,
that's not what you're talking about, right? I just want to make sure.
I'm talking about you need to be charging based on what the actual experience is, rather than some fucking pretend. Like border guideline that you've given yourself for like, we make $70 games. No, you fucking don't. That shit ain't worth $70. That's what it needs to be. Like they need to like pay attention to the experience that they're making, the kind of game that they're making, the competition that they're going against, and like what are the expectations of players. Again, like a really good example of this is like even like Ubisoft still has this problem as well, right? Where like they tried to charge $55 for Prince of Persia, whatever the roguelike one.
The Lost Crown.
Lost Crown, yeah, or Last Crown, or what's Last Crown, whatever. Yeah, that game, they tried to charge $55 for that. When we have quite literally a massive library of Metroidvanias for like $5 that are way better than that game was. Not that it was a bad game, but I mean, like, come on, like, am I gonna buy that or am I gonna buy, I don't know, Dead Cells, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me throw this
Silk
out there.
Song,
So
whatever
Mario
the fuck was
Kart,
that,
so
$20.
Mario Kart came out at like $80.
Nobody
when that
fucking
dropped.
bought.
And
I'm
people-
sure some people did, but most people probably just got it with the bundle.
Got the bundle, yeah. So a lot of people were talking shit about it back then, and so the $80 thing didn't really take off. Now, do you guys think that because GTA did it at $80, that it's actually going to have other developers thinking that they could charge just as much?
I think Take-Two is going to do it. NBA
Yeah.
is going to come out at $80.
100%. Yeah, NBA
Yeah.
2K
Well,
will.
those games, yeah, because they know they can, right? But you know, COD
I
could
wouldn't be
fucking do it.
surprised if COD. Yeah,
we-
I don't want to be surprised.
Oh
if
no,
COD
yeah,
does it.
no, yeah. The usual suspects are going to be the first ones to go. So and those are the ones that typically like help to push like price normalization. So it's going to be sports games, popular first person shooters, and then
Oh,
after
it's
that
good.
it'll bleed over.
It'll be Elder Scrolls. Next one will be Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is
No.
going to be bro.
I think it'll be
The next
COD.
Elder Scrolls is going to be fucking $80.
Yeah, but
When
what
they
I'm
try-
saying, yeah, but the next Elder Scrolls is like 15 years away. So what the fuck are like?
at that point, it's going to be 150. Fucking.
That's what,
That's what-
that's what I'm saying. Like, like if you're talking about the order in which this will go, it's going to go 2K with NBA 2K, then Madden will do it, then FIFA will do it, then Call of Duty will do it, and then there you go. Now you've done the sports games, you've already kind of normalized it to like the base audiences, and then it goes from there.
Yeah, and
We
then
have
we're going to
the-
get a lot people buying a lot less
Xbox.
games. That's what's going to happen.
Pokemon,
because they're
Yeah,
already
I'm
buying
getting
a
that
lot less
Nintendo will
games.
come back.
The funny thing is-
Zelda and Mario will do it.
Yeah, eventually they'll be actually Nintendo will probably be the last one to do it. To be honest with you, just because their games are a little
They've
bit
already
further
done
out,
it.
I think. Huh?
That might be true. That might be true. I don't know.
Yeah,
when
Thank
you
next
for the
somebody said-
mainline game
Check,
comes out.
please. He says,
Yeah.
don't forget that Pokemon and Zelda, those are guaranteed to be $80 at launch.
Keep in mind that like while Nintendo was the first one to break the seal, the one thing to keep in mind as well is like how timid and very pussy they were about their wording around it, where they're like, oh well, we're doing, and like, and actually I think that's what they're thinking is like they're trying to, I guess, probably think the same way that I am, where it's like base it off the experience itself, except for they just pick like the worst experience possible. I think they just base it off
I
his
think
name
they
in that
did the right
case.
one. Because that thing, like the previous one, sold like 40, 50 million copies, something ludicrously high.
Yeah,
So
but
I
the-
think they said,
but
"Hey,
the
this
old
is
one
gonna
is-
sell."
Isn't the old one still outselling the new one now?
Probably.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
I don't see anybody. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't see anybody playing Mario Kart World, man. I see.
You
plenty
know
of
what?
people
You
still
guys don't
playing
have to worry though, because
Deluxe,
the
whatever.
that next FIFA, you could just put it on an all access plan, pay per month for that next FIFA game.
Fucking jump off a bridge.
Jesus.
As
that's how
of
it's gonna be.
the end of March, it was at 14.7.
Still a lot of people.
Still
Yeah,
good, but you
That's a
got
lot for a
it's
brand
also
new console. Remember, it's
but it's
Switch 2
also-
only, right?
yeah, but it's also probably counting the exact same numbers of the people that bought it with the console as well. Yeah, those wouldn't
Probably,
be
yeah,
those wouldn't be
That'll
individual. Yeah,
That'll
no shot.
include, yeah.
Somebody is saying Elder Scrolls 6, Witcher 4 will be $80.
I don't think.
Ah,
I think Europe will
I
lag
don't think
behind.
so.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
think
real with you.
I don't think Witcher's doing it. They
No.
like CD Projekt Red has talked about how they fucked up with Cyberpunk and they lost a
No.
lot of trust. and they're
God
trying to
damn,
build
did
it
it
up.
really sell 64 million? Jesus.
Mario Kart 8? Yeah, no, it was.
I
you
told
said
you.
40,
Yeah,
50.
that
I thought
game
it was
cooked,
more.
man.
God.
Yeah,
And that's why they said $80.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because they sold so many copies of the last one. Yeah,
It's like, okay.
it's gonna be it's gonna be touch and go. I think for a lot of these companies, and some of these guys are gonna pay very, very dearly for it. Like, I mean, like let's say, I don't know, let's say fucking Gears of War E-Day comes out at $80. You're fucked.
I'm so irritated. Don't fucking put that out
I
there.
mean,
dude.
that game is
Dude.
not going to sell that much anyway, but whatever.
No, it's not gonna sell that much anyway. I think people really underestimate how niche Gears is. I mean, it's popular, but it's not as popular as a lot of people probably think it is.
Do you not think that
Um,
the showing of it, like this one, like to me, this was kind of, I don't know. I thought it was going to look like Gears, and it looked like Gears, but a little different. I thought it looked very well done. I was like, this actually looks pretty decent for a Gears game. Like, I love Gears. It's one of my favorite franchises. So when I saw it, I was like, kind of cooked with this shit. And so,
Do you
There's
see
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
nostalgia,
PC players
bro.
playing Gears?
do I see a lot of what?
PC players playing Gears?
If it launches there, I don't know.
Traditionally,
We'll
I
find
mean,
out.
it's definitely launching on PC, but I don't know if it has a large following on
The-
PC.
The
It's
problem
gonna sell
is
like shit on Xbox because it's gonna be in Game Pass.
Yep.
So I don't really see where it's gonna get the market. It just doesn't sell that much. So
no, I mean
Um,
the fucking remaster or remake that they did, Reloaded or whatever, that sold not like nothing. Like
Yeah, but
nobody
it was
even
so
barely touched it.
dumb that they even took that out. Like, everybody was like, give us Gears 1 through 3 remastered. Then they would have sold. That's
Yeah,
at least my thought process.
The problem for Gears of War is that a lot of these shooters live and die on the vine of multiplayer, and I just don't see Gears multiplayer taking off.
I don't see Gears or Halo multiplayer taking off anymore. There's just way too much competition. There's way too many things out there.
I think that Halo could have, and it had opportunities to, but they never adapted fast enough, and now they've been left behind.
Yeah,
I think
can see that.
if Halo would continue to be like the trendsetter and the like pace setter of first person shooters, like it was with like basically up until the point until Bungie left. I mean, it was like the premier first person shooter in the entire industry. There was no other game like it
I would say
Right.
Counter-Strike.
for PC players, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
well,
for
I mean,
console.
from console, I could see that, but like, I feel like
In the console
consoles,
space, yeah.
I feel like PC's been kind of there for a while, and I think
Yeah, but
Counter-Strike
that's
is
the point that I'm
premier.
making is that like if Halo actually would have kept pace and didn't fall off immediately, essentially, like what like was it like Guardians was their first one? Was that what it was? I can't remember now.
Yeah, or no, 4. Yeah,
Halo
was it
4.
Guardians?
Oh, what's
yeah.
Halo? Fuck.
It was Halo 4.
4, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
And then they did
Ew.
Guardians, and they're like, oh,
And
now
then
we don't even
5.
do split screen, and it's just like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Then Infinite came out.
Yeah, then Infinite came out. They're like, now it's
Well,
Call of Duty,
here-
but it's
I-
like Call of Duty. It's like Call of Duty, or no, here it's Halo, but now it's Call of Duty.
Yeah, I didn't play the
whatever.
multiplayer, so I don't know. I just played through the campaign. I
I
enjoyed
played
it
a bunch
for
of
what
the
it was.
multiplayer. I just don't think it's like I'd rather play Apex or something like that. Like, and I'm a multiplayer whore. Like, I will fucking, I'm a former like Apex legend. Like, just I want to play games competitively. I enjoy that shit, and that's what Halo is to me. It's supposed to be competitive.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel that way anymore at all.
Well, you can thank 343 or now Halo Studios for that. So
So speaking
they
of
might be on the
GTA,
chopping block.
Yeah. Hey, well, I got a boogie out of here. I
No
gotta
problem.
go to dinner.
problem.
But, yeah, it was good.
I
chatting with you
appreciate
guys.
you, man.
Enjoy
you too,
the
buddy.
rest of your
Appreciate it.
show.
Yeah,
You guys have a good evening. See you
Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Later.
yeah.
Later.
Speaking of GTA, there is a rumor that it's going to have a performance mode,
I highly
but it
doubt
won't
it.
be there at launch.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah. Here's the, I know. I don't doubt it. I think it's happening. I think it's 40 frames at 120 hertz.
So, what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna play it at 30? Are you gonna wait for performance mode to come out 3 months later?
I will probably play it at 30. No, I won't probably. I will play it at 30. I'm not waiting.
I flirted with this, Hargy. I'm actually in the mindset of like, I don't even know if I want to fucking buy it and wait for PC. I know you said you're going to do that, but you should talk. You can talk to Fonz. I've said this multiple times. I don't get FOMO. I do not care.
Neither do I.
And it's like,
I'm okay to wait.
And all my friends, the only people I know that are going to play it is like Fonz, maybe Gaz. All my other friends are like, I'm not fucking
I like
buying
the
a
way you
console.
said maybe Gaz, because like, what the fuck
Gaz
does he
might not
play
play.
outside of Twitter? Like that's
Fucking Twitter.
that's all he plays.
Ouch. He
Twitter.
plays a lot of multiplayers, to be fair.
No, he doesn't. I play a lot of
No.
multiplayers. I've seen him
No,
shoot.
I've
It's like
seen
playing
him
with
play
Stevie
quite a bit.
Wonder.
So, but here's the thing, right? So supposedly, we don't know if it's going to happen, if things are going to get moved out, whatever. But supposedly next year also brings us Helix. So we have a new console gen, which
Wow.
likely will get a version of GTA 6 at some upscale, right? I don't know what they're going to do with it, and then a PC release at some point, right? Which will then uncap and potentially at some point the 6090 will be coming out, which will add another performance layer on top of what we have. And the 6090 is the one that I'm going to buy, right? So at some point there will be a huge leap that GTA will likely somewhat take advantage of, right? So that's kind of where I am. And I know, Fonz, you're like, you have the FOMO problem. So you will buy it, you will play it at 30.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it.
Even though it'll suck at 30, you will stay at 30.
I'm there.
I don't care. I can wait. I'm good. I will wait. So Soccer, you're the other one. Would you wait, or would you say I'll play it at 30 frames per second?
I think I might wait. Oh,
But I'm going to be like, Zocker, come on, man. Play with me, man. Get on the freaking PS5 Pro. It's amazing at 40
games to play.
40
Modern
frames.
Warfare is coming out. You got whatchamacallit, Gears coming out. I'm assuming you're going to play Wolverine, right?
oh,
You guys are going to get Wolverine.
100.
You'll have that to play. There's is it Phantom Blade Zero. I think that's
Phantom Blade.
Yeah, Phantom Blade Zero.
That's coming out.
Yes.
There's a
Cass,
slate
you're
of other
right.
games, right?
I don't know why we're still talking about 30 FPS in 2026. It should not be a fucking thing anymore. But unfortunately, the consoles just were sold on a lie.
I'm gonna fight Colt Eastwood.
Oh, yeah. I was about
Hellblade
to,
2 was the premium true cinematic experience at 30 FPS, right, Zalker? I will fight you.
Jesus.
I'm gonna fight
Well, I
you.
did not play that on the console. I'm like, screw that. Here's my PC. Thank you very much.
It's
I will. I played it on PC at 120. So, Fonz, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I need you to go play a game at 30 FPS again before playing GTA. See if you can do it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I've tried it. I fucking put it to 30 put games on 30 FPS purposely to try them again. And oh my God, is it fucking horrendous. I want to fucking stab my eyeballs out.
So time out.
But here's
You're
the
gonna
thing.
play the biggest game that you've been waiting for at 30 FPS.
If it is, yes. But guess what? I'm going to play it again when it's 60 or when it's 100 plus frames on my PC because I'm going to double dip as I always do with a Rockstar game. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry. I'm part of the fucking problem. I love Rockstar games. I have FOMO with their games. I am their
bought
day
a
one.
PS5 Pro to play this game.
I traded in my PS5 for it. Yes, I did.
You fucking fraud.
Yes. But anyways,
I'm legitimately debating on waiting for the PC version. I'm not joking.
I would
either.
wait.
Like no,
Like,
and
you
it's
ran
true.
into this with God of War, was it? Where you're like, dang it, I bought it for PlayStation, but I could have played it on PC exactly. Just wait.
Well, now
It's
PlayStation,
better.
it doesn't matter. I have to buy it.
facts. Colt's right. Colt's right here. That's the problem. It'll get spoiled for me. I know people will fucking put
What?
everything out there,
I don't
and it
care.
will piss me off. I
don't care about spoils. Like, okay,
Cass, I'm sorry. I'm part of the problem, Cass. I'm part of the fucking problem, but only with Rockstar. Only with Rockstar.
yes, somebody might die to a sneeze.
like a drug.
Welcome to great writing.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck you. That was amazingly written. Red Dead 2 was one of the best narratives ever, with the best
Can we get a
protagonist
count
ever
of how
in
many
a
times it
fucking
says I have
game.
a plan?
That's
Can we
not
get a
him.
count?
That was Dutch, sir.
Oh.
He's not the protagonist.
Still the writing.
I
Can we get
have
that?
a plan, Arthur. Yeah.
Can we get that?
Said it 150 times.
Or at least.
Anywho, thought it was an interesting thought about the 30 versus
By the way,
60.
The reason why I don't care
No,
about
it's
the
a really
story
good topic because
is because
Go ahead.
GTA is a make your own adventure game to me. I'm gonna go do stupid shit, and that's what GTA is. Gaz said that the first thing he does
that'll happen.
is he tries to get a boner and he goes to strip clubs. Not joking. You can go look it up. That's
he
what he
literally said that.
said. He literally said that on the podcast
He
live.
sees-
By the way, everybody heard it. That's what he
So
said.
I don't even want to repeat how he said it. I was just going to do that. And no, I won't. Go watch the fucking Friendly Fire show from Saturday. It blew me and Zocker away when he said that. Like, no,
Don't say
immediately
blows
no.
away.
Well, I think that
Oh,
might
yeah,
be
pause.
the plan for me. It's going to be the PC version.
The strip club?
Likely
Oh.
with the 6090.
69.
So-
Nice.
6090. Because that should be released. No, it could
Nope.
push back, but it
Nope,
should
it got
be
pushed.
released.
Nvidia canceled it. Nvidia canceled it for next year. I just
Is
got a
it 28
notification.
now?
They canceled that, and they also pushed back the
Oh,
9 gig version of their cards too. They're pushing everything back
Because of the
So,
stupid
because of
AI
everything.
annoyance.
Because everything is fucked.
because everything's fucked. See how they did it, everybody?
They just
Looking like
extract the
it looks like
fun out of
Xbox
everything.
and Sony should do the same thing.
There you go, Colt. First thing to do is take Lucia clothes shopping. Clothes shopping for what?
As long as you buy the $100 version.
There you go. Yep.
Yep. So that means it'll have to be a 28 game for me. That's fine.
That's going to be insane for you, Hargeet. Honestly, it's going to look fucking incredible on that thing. It'll look much like the pictures do that they put out there. That's
I don't
not
know. I need
on
to see.
console.
I agree with LD.
Anyways.
I need to see gameplay. I haven't seen any gameplay.
I can't even believe that people are talking so much about this, pre-ordering it, and we haven't even seen a goddamn lick of actual gameplay.
Because
And you remember
until
people losing their
Rockstar,
minds
until
about
Rockstar
Fable?
fucks people over, until they fuck people over, they are going to buy. Okay, that's just simply how it is.
Charging $100 is already fucking people over.
You know who did? You know who did that before? People were saying the same thing for CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk 2077.
Dude,
They were
Fonz,
buying it.
I'm gonna fight you.
They were
Because
buying it.
You were
And-
hyping
and-
that game up so much, and I remember
Yes,
asking you, "What if
yes.
it sucks?" And you're like, "It
It
can't
didn't
even
suck.
say that."
It didn't suck, but it had a lot of problems when it
It
dropped.
fucking launched, bro. It got kicked off the PlayStation Store. What do you mean it didn't suck?
Guess what? I was able to play it on my console, and I had some bugs here and there, but it wasn't fucking crazy.
This is like you, Fonz. We want it injected in our veins.
That's right, DJ Marsh. We want that fucking GTA right in our goddamn veins. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm a Rockstar stan. I don't give a fuck. Like, make fun of me all you want. I've loved their games since Bully and all that shit back in the day, man. Fucking even Midnight Club played that shit. Like,
State
I
of
love Rockstar.
Emergency was one of my favorites.
State of Emergency. Oh boy, that
cut,
goes
right?
way back, dude.
Yep.
That goes way back, dude. Anyway, but
Starting
yeah, I'm looking
riots and
forward to
shit.
I'm looking forward to GTA 6 big time. That third trailer though, where the fuck is it? Where is the third? Like, yes, we always get the deep dive like a couple of months
Telling you,
before
it's August. It's
the
coming
game
August.
drops out. But honestly, like September is when they're supposed to drop the deep dive if they go by the cadence they usually do. And so that third trailer should have been here. Well, it's got to be here in July. It's got to be. That's how it should be. Oh, Dark 1985, shout out to you. Dude, look guys. If you're not following Dark 1985, go follow his channel. I love this dude's content. I watch him all the time, you know.
Shout out to
Even when
Doc.
I don't agree. Even when I don't agree, I like his content. Anyways, he's been doing some father and son bonding time and videotaping him changing parts in a computer. Really good shit, man. A lot of fun.
What do you think about that? What if they allow players to blow up a whole hotel on the beach? Cinema at Fonz Gaming.
Yeah, you know what they've added pride parades, they've added all kinds of like cool stuff, like, you know, really interesting things. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Lots of people are going to be very creative with this game, like they were with the other Rockstar games, you know.
Sounds like
shut your
Crackdown
fucking
3.
mouth.
Fucking
No,
piece of
Cole.
shit.
Crackdown 3 was ass. It was.
I liked
ass.
it.
It was
but
like
hey, whatever.
You know what it was? It wasn't that it was complete ass. It was like half a game. It was like not really. It didn't feel cooked. It was like some parts of it were cool, but then some parts of it felt like it wasn't fully developed yet. I don't know. I had that feeling when I was playing it.
I enjoyed Crackdown. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you're also eating freaking pretzels.
I'm fucking so hungry, bro.
Is that pretzels? Is that what
Yeah.
that is? Jesus Christ, you're
A
making
bowl
me
of pretzels, bro.
hungry. I'm on day 7 of my diet. And
Nice.
listen, I want to fucking jump through the screen and take those pretzels, but I can't. I can't do it.
But you're not going to do it.
Nope. I've been strict on my diet for 7 days now, and I've already lost 6 pounds. 6
Awesome.
pounds. And so
You took a shit.
good
didn't you?
stuff. Yeah, I've taken massive shits. So what?
Massively
But I've
huge.
lost 6 pounds. Feels good, man. It feels really good. I'm in the 170s again.
Nice, bro.
I think I was like 170 in the 3rd grade.
Bitch, you're like fucking
I'm a giant. I'm an ogre.
goddamn. Yeah, you're like a fucking beanstalk, bro. You're fucking hella tall.
Yeah.
I saw you and I'm like, God damn, that's a big bitch.
That's
That's what I
a
thought.
huge bitch.
Zucker is a toddler. A very
Yeah.
large toddler.
Zucker
It's a
has a
toddler.
toddler, brother.
He's built like a toddler, like a massive toddler, bro.
I'll bear
Fucking
hug you,
huge. Yep. But yeah, pretzels do make you thirsty. Somebody said in the chat. That's for sure.
Mm.
Zucker's eyebrows are 170 pounds. Dude, the most expressive fucking eyebrows in the game.
You
For
know,
sure. Anyways,
I should do
we're just
mocap.
shooting the shit here now. Let's go ahead and end the show. We've talked enough about all this stuff. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming. First, I want to thank my guest, Zocker87, though. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Let everybody know what you're going to be doing on your channel. Like, what are you up to over there? Because you're making content just like me now. Awesome.
Dropping videos almost every day, obviously, because there's so much news. Just getting back in the swing of things. Started like a month ago again. Just really enjoying the process, enjoying talking to the community, getting back out there. And then on Fridays, I'm going to be doing kind of like a solo live show. I'm just connecting with everybody, having a good time. I just want to connect with the community a lot more, honestly. So just talking about the news and everything like that, and just having a solo show where I get to talk to my community a little bit more. So keep an eye out for that. This week, it might be a little bit earlier. I want to start at like 5 Pacific Standard Time or maybe 4. But because of the holiday and all that, I might start a little bit earlier because I might go hang out with the baby and the wife after that. So yeah, look out for that on Friday. So it should be a lot of fun, honestly, just talking industry and having a good time about it. And then also keep track of
Nice.
those videos, man. So, and Fonz is awesome. And then Friendly Fire podcast on Saturdays on Gaz's channel, Septic Sauce, even though he doesn't make videos. That piece of shit. Everybody in the community pressure him. Me and Fonz are
Yep.
living up his ass
And-
about making
And
videos.
tell him to make videos with him on the fucking camera and everything. Because you know what? The AI thing is cool and everything. It's a good pet project, Gaz. But people want to hear from you. They don't want to hear David Attenborough fucking narrate a goddamn AI scene on what's going on in the gaming industry. You, Gaz, your opinions. Anyways,
Yep.
yeah, Hargeet, where can people find you? What are you doing next?
I'll be on with Boom tomorrow at 7 p.m. Check that out. And then I don't know what's going on the weekend. We'll see with
Holiday,
Simone and
brother.
Doodle because it's going to be July 4th. So happy July 4th to all the people in the United States.
Hell
Hope
yeah.
you enjoy your holiday and have fun on the 250-year celebration of America. Go America.
Go
Uh,
Merc.
but yeah.
America. Hell yeah.
America.
Yeah, so
That's right.
Happy 4th. And so I don't know if we're gonna be on Friday, but let's see. We'll be on, maybe we won't. And then with Web Dave on Sunday, and then we'll be back next week to talk about all the death and destruction of Xbox that will have happened.
Oh, dude. Tuesday is going to be insanity when we go live. That's going to be a crazy one next week.
Just remember, this is what's gonna happen.
You think it's happening Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I think it's
Monday.
It's probably gonna be Monday and Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see.
Both days?
I
they
think
just
we'll
have,
hear
like, they
stuff
need both
Monday
days?
for sure.
Yeah, it's.
I think
so
we'll
much
hear
that's gonna
about a
go
lot of
across.
stuff Monday. Yeah. But definitely, yeah, Monday. It'll probably be Monday.
What a shitty way to start your holiday break at Microsoft, just sitting there waiting. They probably already know.
Oh yeah, they're probably.
Dude,
Yeah.
they've, a lot of people know For sure. That's why we're going to hear leaks the rest of this week. I'm sure we're going to hear stuff at the end of the week about all this. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching and live. You know, it was awesome. Thanks to Legendary Drops, a good friend of mine who decided to drop by and give his take on some of this stuff. I appreciate him as well. Go check out his channel. I mean, I don't need to say anything. I mean, you probably know who he is. Freaking guy's blowing up like a like Gaz does on a
I fucking knew it. I knew that's where you were gonna go, bro. I instantly knew it.
I didn't say anything. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching, listening, and all that stuff, Spotify and everything. Until next time, game on.
Later.
Gas is blowing up.